Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome. Wow, that's a very racist insult. Crazy. Welcome to another episode of A-Listers, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up to all of you incredible, amazing people. We have a lot to discuss today. Chelsea. Get me, big up the Seagulls. Liverpool got Plymouth. United robbed Leicester. City actually won a fair game of football against Leyton Orient. They found their level. Arsenal aren't in the FA Cup. They're playing beach volleyball in Dubai. And Spurs go another year without a trophy. So joining me first and foremost, the mank bastard that won his game fair and square, so he deserves to get introduced first. Of course, Hamza from the north is in the building. Hello, Vator. How you doing, mate?
Hey, I'm good, man. How's it going?
Great.
Nice. Good to see you. I see after the weekend you got a nice, shape up, looking clean. Probably got a date later on this week. All right, man. Thanks for having me on.
Guys, I'm single, guys. Don't listen to this people spreading rumors about me, guys. I'm single. I'm literally single. But I appreciate you. You don't know what it is? I know you can relate, and every man in the world can relate. Never cheat on your barber. Never cheat on your barber. I called that fraud 3 days ago and he was busy. I waited 3 days till he's not busy to get a fucking haircut, because what I ain't gonna do is go to another barber, because what if he fucks my hair up or something? So I'm just like, I don't have time for you. I get in front of a camera, in front of many people. I don't have time to fuck up a haircut. So I just waited for the guy. Okay. He done it. He was good today. And I'm like, yalla, let's go get a haircut. So that's basically what happened. Speaking of basically what happened, Leicester robbed by Manchester United. Yeah, you saw like 9 people were fucking offside for that goal. The linesman himself was offside. But anyway, oh my God, we win. Yay. Joining us on the channel, the fraud himself, Shik is in the building. Hi, Shik.
Big up to everyone. Shout out to Vator. Shout out to Hassam. By the way, Hassam, that like noise that you made in the beginning, that's a chicken. That's not a seagull, by the way. Just like
Yeah, but I didn't say.
But at the same time, yes, you did.
I said
that's basically what you did.
That's a seagull.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe I heard it wrong. But anyways, shout out to everyone. Big up to the chat. Make sure you guys are running up the likes. And yeah, man, we through to the next round through however way possible. That's up to your perspective and the way that you want to.
Who did you draw, by the way?
Perceive it. We play Fulham at home.
Oh, that's a fucking difficult game right there.
They're all difficult games. Don't do that, Hussein.
Bro, I was just gonna say that every game is a difficult game.
I can't even say shit about you because I'm eliminated by the team you drew, but I wish we drew them at Anfield. They went through anyway.
I'm sitting there hoping that I don't draw Plymouth, because trust me, Plymouth would give us a game. They would. Plymouth would give us a game. Yes. And let's just be completely honest, they would give us a game. So it's like, but yeah, hey, Hossam, you can hold that for losing to Plymouth, though, for real. But yeah, big up to everyone, man. Hope everyone is good. Had a good weekend. Watched the Super Bowl and all that. Saw Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. Was nice. Nice.
Who's the biggest loser? Jacob. So we'll introduce him last. Joining us next on the channel, you get me. Brighton lost to Brighton Light, ladies and gentlemen. Smile, Lewis. I'm not even gonna bring him up. I swear. I don't even have any animations ready. I have nothing ready. This is Vel. Can you stop putting up pictures? Can you stop putting up pictures, Vel? Vel, fuck off.
Wow.
Joining us on the channel is the man, the myth, the legend. Man like Lewis is in the building. Hi, Lewis.
We will fall out real fucking quick, bro. I swear down. We'll bring this back to the back again days. You don't fucking want that. I like the vibes, but yeah, we're shit. Big up to every single one of you. Embarrassing weekend. And yeah, no domestic trophies in 7 years. Yeah. Great to be back.
7 years? No way, it's been that long.
Our last was 2018. That was our last domestic cup win.
Wait, that was the game before Leicester. Who did you beat?
It was against us.
No, it was United.
United. Oh, Shik, your team stinks.
Then we lost to Arsenal, then we lost to Leicester, then we lost to you lot, then you lot like 3
Was
times.
Leicester the worst one?
No, last season.
Oh, the Van Dijk one.
Defending against children.
I actually can't believe that we actually beat Chelsea 3 times in a row at Wembley. 3 times in a row at Wembley. That's fucking mad.
You've beaten us in like probably the last 4 finals if you count the Super Cup.
Yeah, that's true. Adrian, only good
There was
game
a
in
joke going around that like 50 or 60% of Klopp's trophies came against us in finals.
That is true. Super Cup, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. So that's 4 trophies. 4 out of like how many? Obviously, we don't
the
count
Super Cup, Champions League, and Prem, and that's everything you won.
Yeah, Premier League, Club World Cup, Champions League. Yeah, that's
just those 3. And the rest is all against us.
Literally 4 out of 7 is all Chelsea. Hey, big up Chelsea. You get me. Joining us next on the channel. Joining us next on the channel, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the biggest Ainge Postecoglou fan in the universe, and none other than the celebrity himself, joining us all the way from Grand Theft Auto on the stream. Man like Jacob is in the building. Hi, Jacob. How are we?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I could do this too.
Slot out. Everyone slot out.
Could do this too.
I want to be very clear. Slot out.
Highline for live.
I'm already upgraded on the animations today.
Yeah, for real. I just noticed that. You know what? Fair play.
Can you just say hi and be normal, Jacob?
Hi.
Just be normal today.
Be normal.
We both lost. Can we just be fucking normal? Like,
no, you lost to Plymouth Argyle. I lost to a team in Champions League. It was a difference.
Who knocked out the Carabao Cup?
Huh?
Who knocked out the Carabao Cup?
Which year? There's been a lot of years that's happened.
2025, mate.
I don't live in the past. I live in the present, so I don't know what you're talking
2025 is factually the present.
Well, not that day, because there's been days that have happened since that day.
Let's not talk about Plymouth then, because it was yesterday. That's the past. Hold that, mate. Hold that, mate.
Well, then we don't have to talk about Villa either, or Chelsea, or anything. It's good. The show's done, y'all.
Basically,
nice.
Jacob, no way you can run away
let's all go home. Let's all go
home. Okay. Yeah, bye.
Relax.
Cheers. Good show. Like and subscribe.
Guys, Egal is just has a little bit of a family situation. He's gonna be here in like 2-3 minutes, so he's on his way. Big up to all of you guys. Listen, 150.
Tell him take his time, man. Wait like an hour 15 minutes.
Fraud. You're the biggest fraud, Lewis. Anyway, big up to all of you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and big up to Omar Rushdie says, so we would have played at the Etihad if we went through. Hey, thank God we didn't go through that. Last thing I need is back-to-back Etihad fixtures. I'm good, mate. I'm good.
No, we would have got Newcastle away as well. We lost that one too.
Yeah, like so. Is what it is. It's not an Egal free zone because he's in the background. He's just handling business. He's gonna come here in a second. So, mods, you know what to do. Let's get the party started. We'll start with Liverpool Plymouth, then do the Chelsea game because Lewis has to go. So listen, I've spoken about the Plymouth game probably 500 million times. So who wants to start? Go for it.
So I slept through the whole game, so I'm just going to say a hazard man of the match against Liverpool took me back to the good old days. And yeah, that's just all I really have. That touched me.
Wow. So no one wants to say anything on the game? Damn.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch it. It was way too early for me. But I just woke up to see that Liverpool lost. Fair enough. Fair play.
I literally woke up at full time. Like, raw, they lost.
I was trying to watch it, but I was just too busy Googling all the players because I had no idea who they were.
Respect Hazard, mate.
You know what? I'm sometimes a man of superstition. Oh, Egal's here.
I'm
sure Egal watched it.
So no one's gonna talk about Liverpool. Why are you guys scared to mention anything negative about Liverpool?
I'm just doing the Hassam because Hassam won't say he's in a title race. Hassam won't say he's gonna win anything. All he'll say is slot out.
That's a lie.
But then also don't blame slot.
No. I seen Hussam actually say the opposite. He said you can't blame Slot for all these players not finishing their dinner. Blah, blah, blah.
There's a video I've seen played on several channels where he's saying slot out.
1 second. I agree. I'm going to just say, without Mo Salah and Cody Gakpo, the rest of Liverpool's attack is no better than any other team in this league. They're actually pretty bad, the rest of those players, and they're not reliable. Outside of Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah, it's fair to say their attack is worse than everybody on here. Mo Salah is just that big of a difference maker, right? As for Harvey Elliott's and the Endos and all the other guys that they played. You can't say you played a bunch of kids. You played how many senior international pros? Some of those guys, there's a reason why they're not always starting. There's a reason why you play a similar 11 for majority of the games and you don't make too much rotations, because you don't outside of the key 11 players, you don't really trust a lot of these guys. Without Van Dijk, without Trent, without Mo Salah, you'll still be able to get through and beat bottom of the championship team. But you know something? You guys get a pass because you're in the Carabao Cup final, you're in the Champions League through to the next round, you're top of the Premier League. Bigger fish to fry, I'm hearing. It's all in your hands, I'm hearing. Liverpool fans.
But I'll tell you why my bigger fish to fry is different.
Whoa.
The reason why it's different, there's context. Number one, it's Slot's first season, not his fifth. Number two, we're already in a Carabao Cup final, so we're already at the final of another competition. Number three, I'm top of the Premier League, not second. Number four, I'm top of the Champions League. So, like, from the context of this season alone, there is I get to say bigger fish to fry. The reason why you couldn't say bigger fish to fry is it's because not Arteta's first season. Like, on a real. I swear I'm not even being disingenuous. I think the guys on the panel would agree with me as well. Like, if I actually say
like people didn't believe they were going to fry the fish. Whereas with you, I think you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like, I'm already at Wembley, innit? I'm literally at Wembley facing Newcastle. You get
No,
me?
but like, there's also like people believe in you more than we believe in Arsenal. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's an insult, Egal. You can't take everything as an insult nowadays.
I'm not taking it as an insult. I'm just saying different energy for different folks, and I hear it. I'm not going to compare everything.
Here we go.
I'm not going to compare everything to Arsenal. I get it. It's different scenarios for everybody. As for Liverpool, though,
different scenarios, not different energy.
As for Liverpool, though, Arne Slot found out he can't trust some of those bench players, and if you do have to rely on any of those guys, it could be very interesting going forward. There's still a bunch of games.
Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, but when you say stuff like this, when you say like rely on these players, first of all, I do agree in terms of the forward line. Yes, of course, Salah and Gakpo have been our two best forwards this season. I cannot deny this. This is a fact. But when it comes to relying on some of these players, it depends who I have to rely on. You know, like Diaz done well in a couple of games, but he's been like really bad for like in the game against Plymouth. Jota is made from Weetabix. Even Slot doesn't trust him that much. Nunez, hit and miss, for the most part miss. Poor kids in the stands. But in terms of midfield, like, I'm happy with where we're at. In terms of defense, other than Kwanzaa, I'm happy with where we're at right now. And this notion, like, here's the thing, and I know what you're saying about relying on players because of course, your situation. Once again, I will apply context. And the reason why this doesn't apply to us is you were healthy for 2 years and you won nothing. Like, that's just it's reality. It's sad reality for you, but it's reality. I've actually been reading a lot of Mo Arsenal's tweets. Big up Mo Arsenal, my guy. Yeah. Big up. Nana, he's actually like one of the guys. Vator, you should remember this. He was a co-host on Football Wars.
Yes, he moved the copium very well, so that's why I laughed. Go ahead.
No, I'm not even talking about the Arsenal thing. The thing that he's saying about Liverpool is, look, we can't every time make this about like Arsenal, and we have to acknowledge that Liverpool have done really well. Because if we were crap, we wouldn't be top of the league right now. You know, like, that's just the honest reality. And not every time it's like, oh, if they had a couple of injuries and blah, blah, blah. Okay, we survived with Alisson injured. We survived with Konate injured. We've survived with Trent injured. We've survived with Jota injured, who you all say is probably our best forward other than Salah. You know, so we've had injuries. We just dealt with them well. McAllister was out for a couple of games. Curtis Jones was injured. So, yeah.
This is the same thing you're going to say when you get knocked out of the Champions League.
Knocked out of the Champions League by who?
If you do get knocked out of the Champions League.
By who, though? Tell me.
By anybody. This is what you guys
don't just say anybody who can knock us out.
No, because are you going to run the same bigger fish to fry narrative if you get knocked out of the Champions League?
No.
The Champions League is the biggest fish.
Are you comparing the Champions League to the FA Cup?
Not for Liverpool. It's not their biggest fish. The league is.
I'm just saying, is this narrative?
It's always the league.
Only us. Everyone else should say UCL.
Actually hear it.
Is the narrative going to be every competition?
The reason why, because we have 1 in 30 in it. Like, come on.
Yeah. I'm thinking from Chelsea.
Is the narrative going to be, if you don't win the Champions League, well, at least we can focus on the league now?
Egal.
Yep.
You need to understand, I am not you. Okay? The reason
and I'm
why
not you.
And the reason why I said bigger fish to fry because we're already in a domestic cup final. Like I'm already in a Carabao Cup final. It's not like we got knocked out of round 3. Like I'm in the final. Lewis is mad he got knocked out by Brighton. If he was in the final, he wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, this is so shit," because he's already in the final of one of them.
But bro,
like, that's the
you
point.
lost.
Egal,
Are
you gotta
Are
stop.
you not
Stop this
embarrassed,
fight.
bro?
Yeah, true.
One second.
Agreed.
Are you not? One second. Are you
No,
not
Egal,
embarrassed?
I
you're not
can't
gonna
take
mean, like,
it
it's
seriously,
still-
that cringy ass photo. I
Are
can't
you
take
not
it.
embarrassed? Are you not
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
embarrassed?
not
talk.
embarrassed.
Go ahead,
No.
talk. We can both
That's
talk.
amazing sauce, by the way. I have it.
Yeah, I know.
Egal, these
Hey,
are the
yo.
same guys that paraded the League Cup and FA Cup. So what do you mean being embarrassed? Like,
League
let's
To
Cup
be fair to
and FA
Hassam too,
Cup.
like he
Yeah,
has
that's what I
said
said.
that it's no
he gone to get the
excuses.
sauce?
Like the loss is no excuses. Definitely, like you're losing to the
Yeah.
bottom team in the championship for
Bottom.
sure. Like it is embarrassing, of course, to a certain
I
extent. but
knew
like you
it!
said, there's
I
There's
knew he got
context.
to get the sauce.
Did you actually? Oh my god! Sorry,
Yeah,
Shik.
he's
Show us-
got
no,
the
go
sauce.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh,
It's
my
almost gone.
God, I should've
There's like a
known.
It's
third
almost
Yeah,
one.
man's
gone.
been glurping that Saka
I
sauce,
know
bro.
you
Bro,
had the
glug,
Egal
glug,
stuff with the
glug.
fucking
He's
Saka
been
sauce. I
seasoning.
should have fucking
Wow.
known.
Man's drinking in that Saka sauce, bro.
Is it good though? Like all bias aside, the Saka
local
sauce.
Nando's, every Nando was basically like, once it got discontinued, they're like, anyone who wants it can come and take it. So I just went and I got it for free.
Wait, discontinued.
They have Nando's in Canada?
It was like an exclusive run.
It was
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
it
There
was
just wasn't a
only
lot of
limited
demand
time
for it,
offer.
innit?
Yeah,
then
yeah.
They got rid of it.
Yeah, because you
Anyways.
can't. No one's out there trying to put Saka sauce.
Is there
on their-
Nando's
They
in
were
Canada?
ordering Saka
Fan
sauce.
base,
Bro,
I
it's
hear it.
actually nice.
hear it.
It's actually nice.
Feels wrong,
Vator, they
you
were
know?
ordering
It's
Saka
actually really
sauces and they were
nice.
getting bottles.
It's
instead.
actually really nice. If you ever had it, it's a nice.
Shik, that
like,
joke would have landed a lot stronger if you had allowed the
Yeah.
microphone. Because
It's like sweet.
Well, I
and
was
like
trying
a
to
little
say it.
bit
I was trying to
spicy.
say it subtle.
I've got a good idea for you next, Nando's. Get some Parma peri peri, bruv. Up the trails.
Thank you.
Imagine
Someone
if
at
you
least
had the
heard me
mic
in the
as loud
chat.
as this,
Appreciate you,
Shik.
going.
The joke would have landed, but unfortunately your mic is very low. Put
Oh,
a stack
mic
of
is
books, you
right
fraud.
here. If I could show you.
I just can't say I've ever like.
there's
ta-
Bro,
literally
that's a
stacks
small
of-
ass stack. Get a bigger
No,
stack.
it's
I'm gonna give you
actually-
full
No, I
volume.
respect
Well,
man's
the
in the
only
grafting
thing-
stage. I
The
hear it,
only
man.
thing Cole Palmer could brand is mouth tape. Man.
Wow.
We're just
What?
Okay.
I
Listen,
think
this
he's
is what I
wearing
would
like
say,
a
look.
jacket. He always does.
Back
When
to
it's
the-
cold
back to the
outside, you
Liverpool
can give him
game.
a cool jacket, then he wouldn't be cold.
Back to the Liverpool game. My honest thoughts. I could be like, "Yo, Hassam, hold that." I trust me as
Yeah,
as
you
much
should.
as I want to say this. Hassam, hold that for losing to Plymouth Argyle.
Absolutely.
He could reply to me by the end of the season. Hold that, Sheik. We just matched your league titles. What the fuck am I gonna say then?
No, Sheik. No, you deal in the moment right now. You
That's
cook
just
them
the
now.
reality,
Whatever-
though.
No, but whatever
Bro
happens,
lost
later
to the
is later.
Mayflower. All
You
right.
cook them now. Plymouth, unacceptable. And it's funny because Egal brought up a good point.
That is just what I'm. That's just the
No, I hear
reality,
you.
though.
But
But it is
Egal-
what it
Egal
is.
brought up a
Man.
good
brought
point.
up a good
They're
point.
pissed, man. They're about to
Egal
fucking
brought
match
up
our
a
league
good point in
titles.
terms of how we should
I
be
already
looking
know
at
your
Liverpool.
point's gonna be shit right now.
No. How we should be looking at Liverpool because is Slot really doing phenomenal? Is he really doing all this mastery that some of the Liverpool fans want to say? Because they're comparing him to Klopp. They're comparing him to Klopp. So is he
Well,
really
some
doing
people are
madness?
saying he's Lord Varys without Salah. So,
Damn, I gotta
Everton
work.
is the more
which is a
important
eunuch,
fixture, though,
by the way.
still.
If you don't know Game of Thrones, it's a guy who's a eunuch.
Is that the guy that you just brought up? The Baldy.
Yeah.
The reason why your arguments are so fucking dead for the Salah thing, Lewis wouldn't have a league title without Terry and Lampard. Vator wouldn't have a league title without KDB, Rodri, and Haaland. You wouldn't have a Carabao Cup without Jonathan Woodgate. You get me? Sheik wouldn't. So the Sheik league title that Robin van Persie won them, is Alex Ferguson Robin van Persie FC? No, you just need fucking good players to win stuff. Like, what kind of weak ass logic is this? This guy lost one player to the end of the season and he won 1 in 13. So
No,
what
but
is
this
Pep
is Plymouth.
manager now? Come on now.
But Hussam, this is Plymouth. We
Yeah.
keep forgetting this type of
And this
context.
is Sporting,
That is
you
true,
lost
though. It
by
is
Just,
what-
one.
it is
imagine having as rotated of a squad as you had, playing that 11 that you played. Imagine doing that for 2.5 months. That's what I want to know from all of y'all.
Wait, where are you taking this?
Ainge Postecoglou has been dealing with this and more
Oh,
for over
my
2.5
God.
months.
Oh my God, Trevor.
Stop.
mad.
Stop.
You keep
stop.
calling me Trevor, but you don't respond to my private chat where I said, imagine I call you that.
That's
Now we'd
it.
have some problems, huh?
You cannot say that.
Imagine if I,
No, don't say it. Don't
equal
say it.
rights
It's
and
funny.
all that, you know?
No, it's too funny. It's too funny. It's too funny. Big up. Big up. You can't say it, though.
You know what I was
You
disappointed.
No, the reason why I can't say it is because it will stick as well. Just don't say it. Omar actually says, Egal, bigger fish to fry works for us because we won recently. Nah, listen, here's the thing. That's the point I'm trying to make. Egal, can you remove that cringy ass Avi? Like, look at the way Jacob does it, just so nonchalant, you know? Jacob, put up the slot picture again. Put up the slot picture again. See, nonchalant. We know he's there. Your one is like, it's blurry and shit, and it's the Arsenal like badge in the background and shit. It just doesn't work. Anyway, the reason why people aren't cooking Liverpool is exactly what Shik said. And to respond to Vator's horrendous point about, is Slot really that good? If we had a
Okay,
conversation
is this better?
in August,
Well,
if we had a conversation in
Oh
August.
my god.
That's actually a good one.
Have you guys seen the dance video?
yeah.
Where he's
Oh, him.
dancing? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, gimmick.
Yeah, so
Goes
like,
to Southampton and randomly shakes a leg.
the English Jeff Hardy, he's like, I don't know, man.
don't
I
think
like
you
it. He's
guys
having a
know the
good
video.
time, man. It's good. It's good to move
Yeah,
your
yeah,
body.
like, hey,
Oh yeah. I'm not hating on him. Good for him. He
Yeah,
enjoying.
He's having a good
I don't
time.
think you guys know the actual video I'm talking about, though. The slot
Hussam,
I
dancing
just see
video.
their videos of him doing that.
I'm not sure. But Hussam, I'm surprised you don't like my take because doesn't this prop up Salah more?
No, but Salah prop doesn't need to be with slot destruction.
I'm not. It's not a destruction. I'm just saying.
Because you're
it's
saying,
slot-
is he that good? The reality is, no one expected this in August. No one did.
no one expected Salah to be like this either. That's my point.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
so I'm trying to emphasize the importance of Salah, and you're trying to poo-poo on my point.
No, I'm not. No,
Let-
I'm not.
So let
I'm
me
not.
prop up Salah for you. Let me prop up Salah because
on.
no Salah. Look at what Slot does, right? No backbone, no spine to the club, and you're seeing how they perform versus Plymouth. So did Slot kind of do a did Slot do a masterpiece with regards to FSG? Did he say, "Look at what our club's going to be if you guys don't give
Yeah,
these
check the
players
shared video.
contracts?" Did Slot kind of do this? But I think Salah's having a phenomenal season. I think Van Dijk's having a phenomenal season.
Can you mute it first?
They're having a contract season. You mean?
Yeah, mute that.
Yeah, but this isn't the nice dance video.
Hey, he
There's
bust a
a better one,
move.
No,
No,
the
let
one
me play
that
the
I think the one
actual-
he's talking about is the one in the stadium, huh?
Rap ruler, you got right jab like Zab Judah. Oh, he's in. Every member on my team is a shooter. Like a room, no room for him shooter.
This
This
the
is
good
who
one.
we were talking about.
That's the one you
Oh,
meant?
Yeah,
okay.
Big up.
Harlem.
The
Shake.
New York Knicks jersey is crazy.
Guys, you see, there's an indication. No one can chat shit to me. I gave them all the floor to talk about Liverpool. 25 minutes in, and they're talking about, what they're going to call Hussam the private chat. Big up to Emeka, says the Premier League record without Salah.
I
since
muted it.
2019.
I muted it.
Yeah, but it's not. This isn't the nice one, though. This is not
This
the
is
nice
the nice one. No?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's
this is the nice
That's
one.
that's the
Yeah, that's the good one.
that's like the viral one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
This is-
viral
this
one.
Well,
Are you
his
talking
his
about the
jersey's
one-
got the number 69, so you know
That's
he's
fire,
got the class.
I
Well,
just
the
did
one-
his dance and then just went about walking.
one-
You guys remember
Just back to
Shik-
normal
Shik
life.
and Jacob will probably know this. You guys remember the guy in the Minnesota audience? The guy that had KG on his stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of reminds me of that as well. That would actually be a hilarious one. Anyone else want to say something about Liverpool or khalas we move topic?
You admit.
Oh no,
outside
we're all
of-
good.
I
We can talk
saw
about
some
it.
vulnerability.
Hussam, you
I wish I
openly-
could.
Hussam, you
Oh, yeah,
openly admit-
Plymouth
you
Argo. Hey.
Damn, it
Hussam,
feels good to be a gangster.
Shout out to
Hussam,
Wayne
you-
Rooney. That's the team he left behind.
Hussam,
Shout out to Wayne
You
Rooney. That's
openly
the team he
admit
left behind.
Liverpool's attack outside of Mo
The,
Salah. and
the,
Gakpo.
the grannies in Plymouth ain't been the same since.
Hey,
All right.
You're
That's
gonna,
an
you're
insult
gonna
to
be
Rooney.
dealing with grannies in your future. Don't do that.
That's an
Jacob.
insult to Rooney, by the way.
One
Not
second.
even-
On a serious
What are
one,
you
though.
talking about? Rooney was the one getting down with the.
Yeah, we're all
No, hey,
You're the only
no
one that has the
shame,
power
bro.
in my head.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No
Allegedly.
shame. Ain't no alleged, bro.
Yo,
Ain't no alleged.
Guys, on a
Getting
serious
down with
note,
grannies.
if
That's
Mo
crazy.
Salah goes down, are you not worried about your attack? Because this guy, without Mo Salah, your attack looks shit, bro.
No, I want to see 2.5 months of this lineup and what happens
Do
to
you think?
y'all.
Do you think? Do you think if you
We
think
already
if
did last year. We finished third.
No, that's not true. You absolute
Okay,
waffler.
okay, Jacob,
Wow.
are you sure you want to go there? I'll actually put up the list of injuries right now. Complete.
It's not a list because I'm talking about duration.
Oh,
I'm
we wanna
talking
go
about
injury-
amount, like
injury
not
to
just.
last
There's
season.
more.
Tag me in.
Y'all just love to take out a lot of the
Tag me in.
context. Like, oh, look at this
We're
number.
talking about injuries this season. Is that what we're doing?
No, they want to do last season. I'm ready.
I
No,
can't
but
even talk about injuries.
No,
I've
but
had all
Lewis,
my
you know
players.
how
set.
I. Okay, Lewis, you can be an honest man. Did I ever use that as an excuse last year? For real, did I ever use it as an excuse?
No.
So
No.
why should they then?
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
I never
what
used
are
it as
you
an excuse
talking about?
either.
It's not
You're
even the
preaching
same.
to
You're
the
trying to
choir,
compare
bro.
apples to oranges.
All
No,
right.
I'm not.
Hussam, you're not fortunate with injuries this season.
Caster, you're watching this right now. Red Lion, send me the picture, please. I know
Hussam,
you have.
are you not fortunate? Are you not fortunate with injuries this season?
Egal, I debunked your point at the start of the stream. I am fortunate with injuries this season, but you were fortunate for 2 years and won nothing. So what does that mean? Like, that's the thing. I'm not even
That's
trying
fact.
to insult Arsenal. I'm being dead serious. Okay, Liverpool are lucky with injuries this season. No problem. Shake your hand right now. You were lucky 2 years in a row. Why you won nothing? It's not just a matter of lucky with injuries. You have to have a manager, a players, difference makers. That's the shit that gets you over the line.
The difference between Liverpool and Arsenal this season is one, injuries and refereeing decisions. Simple. You guys have
Oh,
not
really?
been playing.
Who got
You guys
robbed
have
last
not-
year? Who got
You guys
robbed
have
last year?
not.
There you
You
are.
guys have not been playing. You guys have not been playing way better than Arsenal. Yes, you've been consistent. You guys have been playing well based on what you guys have been doing this season. But 6 points behind with the level of injuries we've had, with the level of adversity and red cards and situations we've had, the numbers just goes to show you that's the small margins right there. That's the difference between us winning versus Brighton, winning versus Bournemouth, having Odegaard there for the first 10 games, having Saka available for the last 50 days. It makes a difference, bro. You've had Mo Salah, you've had Van Dijk, you've had what's his name? Gravenberch, Robertson, McAllister, all these guys available for the entirety of the season.
Konate.
Arsenal have had 2 players available for the entirety of the season. That's David Raya and Trossard. Every other player has missed games. So whatever you want to say about, why didn't you win in the last 2 seasons? Apply it in the context of this season. If you had Mo Salah or Van Dijk out, you'd not be in the situation you're in. Arsenal would be top of the league. Simple.
No, Forrest.
All I heard was just a bunch of if, buts, and maybes. That's literally just what I heard. Right now, they're top of the league. As simple as that.
1 second.
They're top of the league, and you're talking about if we didn't have injuries and stuff like that, or if there weren't referee decisions, then what? You could have been top of the league, sure.
No,
The question still go back to.
Hey, I
why
could have been
didn't
top
you
of the
leave?
league if I didn't get injured and James Madison wasn't a pussy.
No, your team's not
Let's
good
keep
enough.
the
to be
target
top of-
on Liverpool.
Oh no! I mean, we're
It's
doing
literally
if
all
buts,
just,
maybe
we're
monkey
literally
nuts.
just doing
I get
if,
to do
buts,
it
and
too.
maybes. Like genuinely, that's
It's
what
not if
we're
buts and
doing.
maybes. The reality of the situation is we're 6 points behind Liverpool, and if we had our players, and Liverpool had the same injuries we had, the roles would be switched, or they'd be even doing worse because they're more dependent on Mo Salah than we are.
I understand your point. Like you're saying, yes, like what if Salah does get injured, that will affect their team. I get that, but then you're talking about like when you're referring it to your team, like we've had injuries. If we weren't having these type of injuries that like Liverpool or Liverpool didn't have, and then we would be here and we would be that. Just if buts, if buts and maybes, literally. It's just that's it. Because the conversation actually goes deeper than that, though. Then I can start talking about, why isn't your manager bought players then? If you've had all these injuries, we can get into all these conversations.
Manager doesn't buy the players. He doesn't.
No, but I'm saying didn't like genuinely buy the
you didn't
players,
say that when
but-
it came to Ainge. It wasn't a couple weeks ago you were clowning Ainge in the recruitment.
Okay, Egal, let's ask a very simple question. Egal, let's ask a very simple question. Were you lucky?
You said something about 400 million that Ainge has spent, and I was like, Ainge didn't spend no 400.
We'll get to Ainge in a second. Egal, were you lucky with injuries?
Ainge is around every second. He's omnipresent.
what happened
He is the
last
air that we
season?
breathe. I can't
What
just
was the
not bring it
excuse
up.
last
No, Jacob, it debunks Egal's specific point. So were Arsenal lucky with injuries last year, Egal?
We were relatively lucky with injuries last season, but that
Don't
doesn't
use
apply to
buzzwords
this
like
season.
relatively. You asked me straight, I answered straight. Okay, we're relatively lucky as well. Yalla.
Why does one word change the whole premise of the conversation?
Okay, guys, you see the guy that wants to talk injuries. First of all, last season, don't say shout out Joel Matip. I'll say it for you. Shout out Joel Matip. Last season, we had the Spurs game. We had the McAllister red card that was rescinded. We had Odegaard playing NBA in our penalty box. We had Doku switching
Even if
music.
you got the penalty, you would
Yeah,
only
when
be-
I speak, we had Doku switching music to McAllister. Factually, VAR, of course, he goes now in the middle
I
of
think
me
Jackson
debunking.
had a handball in our first game.
Jackson had a handball penalty.
Getting water,
penalty
bro.
against Chelsea. Factually, Liverpool should have had 9 extra points last season, and this was Liverpool's injury list. We're in February, right?
You want me to
This was
count the point for us this season?
This was Liverpool's injury list last season. Here we go. Salah, Nunes, Soboslai, Gravenberch, Endo, Alisson, Jones, Trent, Jota, Thiago, Bajcetic, Matip.
Okay,
With
so how
all
long
those-
were they out?
all-
They could have missed one game and been on that list.
Jacob,
I don't
I
want to
swear
see
I'm
no
not
fucking
coming
list.
to
Show me
you.
the fucking duration.
Yeah, but you can listen to, you can read.
No, you're
the-
just
the-
removing context.
You
You're like,
can
look at
read
this
the
list.
type
They're
of
all
injury.
there. It's
Jacob,
like
you can read the type of injury. Hamstring, Salah, leg
hamstring.
muscle,
That's a
Nunez.
fucking that's a black window. It could be anywhere from 1 day to 1 year. Ask Japhet Tanganga, who's now played 48 games in a row since he left Tottenham, but for a whole calendar year, he was hamstring this, hamstring that.
Hussam,
Not-
Hussam.
point.
By the
Jacob,
way,
I'm not talking about
This
your
weak
club.
ass list,
I'm not
Hussam,
drunk
talking
ass
about your-
list,
I'm not
no
talking about your-
context ass list.
I'm not talking about your club.
Oh,
I'm just pointing to Egal.
ankle, hamstring. Fuck all that.
Wow.
I'm talking to Egal because his team is also in a title race, and we had this last season, and they didn't win the league. Do you get it now? I'm not.
But
putting it-
objectively, I can still say you're waffling without context.
what's the context? What's the
How
context?
long were they out?
Okay, Salah
What is
was
the
out.
duration of games that these
Salah was
players
out
missed
for
from
2
your starting
months.
11?
Nunez was out for a month and a half. Soboslai was out for 2 months. Gravenberg was out as well for a month and a
You were
half.
celebrating Nunez being out, by the way.
Endo was injured. No, I never celebrate any injuries. Allison was out
Yeah,
for a
that's not what it
prolonged
sounded like on your
period.
watch log.
I think we had to play Kelleher in the league and in the Carabao Cup final as well against Lewis's team. Curtis Jones was out for I think 2.5 months. Trent was out as well, similarly, a month and a half or 2 months. Jota the same. Jota anyway has recurring injuries. Matip, he missed the whole season. He got injured the 6th game of the year. Bajcetic was injured as well and played only 1 game last year. Thiago Alcantara, who was on the team of the season the year before, got into he got a hip injury and we played him 1 game only the whole year.
against Arsenal, and he got injured again.
Not the
By
point.
the way,
Point
I
is,
don't disagree with you.
let's
Last
look
season,
at
One
Egal's
second.
input for this season. Egal's input for this season is Liverpool are only top of the league. That's the thing, Jacob. I'm not even talking about your club. I'm talking about his club. Given the
no,
title.
stop. You're
I'm not
rephrasing
talking
my
about
point.
Tottenham.
Hear me
I'm
out.
just
I'm
talking
saying
about
the
your injuries.
difference
Let me
between
land.
Arsenal and Liverpool
Let
is
me
small
land.
margins.
Let me land. Egal,
No,
let
but
me
you're
land.
twisting my words.
This
Don't
is
twist
your
my
input.
words. Let me
Egal's
brief.
input is this season, the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool are injuries and refereeing decisions. No
Facts.
problem. Last season, same exact thing happened. So we should have been.
No,
league
it didn't.
champions.
You were 5 points clear, but you bottled it. Like you guys were.
He
You
says
shot your
you
bed.
bottled it when I had 15 injuries.
Bro, you were 5 points ahead of us, could have beat us at the Emirates, gone 8 points ahead. You then lost that game and then ended up dropping another 10 points, finishing 7 points behind us. So shut your mouth respectfully when you talk
We
about
had
last
more
season.
injuries than you last year.
Yes, but you also fell off a goddamn cliff at the back end of last season.
That's
There's-
not the point. We had injuries and decisions
Okay,
go
so
against
injury
us.
is injury is the reason. So you're making
I'm
my
using
point.
your logic, not mine.
Okay, so Allison, Joe Matip, and what do you call it? Trent getting injured, and what do you call
Not,
it?
not just
Salah,
Alisson. Salah was
Salah,
injured 2 months.
and all these guys getting injured was the reason why you dropped off last season. But when I say the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool this season is small margins, I can't say the same excuse.
This is why I told you, let me land. I'm using your logic against you. This is not my logic.
Liverpool last year, everyone understood what happened to them at the back end of last season. And nobody's sitting here criticizing you guys, killing you guys. More people were actually criticizing Arsenal for not winning the league than they were Liverpool. That's a fact. Number one. Number two, when it comes to what I'm saying this season, yes, what applied to you last season can also apply to Arsenal this season. The difference between us being 6 points behind and or being 1 or 2 points ahead of you right now has been 2 of our key players missing. In addition to that, only 2 players out of our whole starting 11 has played every single game so far this season and not missed games due to injuries. And we've had numerous outrageous refereeing decisions, which you yourself disagreed with.
Outrageous. Okay.
Now, once again, let's debunk your argument. Number one, what debunks your argument is we were top of the league even before Saka and Odegaard got injured. Before Odegaard got injured, we were top of the league. And before Saka got injured, we were top of the league. Number one. Number two, I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm using your logic against you. Number three, once again, you haven't yet responded to the actual debunk of this debate. When it comes to Arsenal, they were lucky with injuries last year. We're lucky with injuries this year. You didn't win anything last year. Once again, you're missing the point. Even when you were healthy, you won nothing. You get it now?
That's irrelevant to the argument.
That is irrelevant
itself.
because you're saying
No,
I'm only winning it
you
because
are-
I'm healthy. I'm
One
telling you, you
second.
were healthy
One
last
second,
year and
that's
you didn't
so
win it.
stupid. Because last season it wasn't a 2-horse race.
Yeah,
Last
that's why.
season there was
That's
a
why,
third team in the mix.
that's why Liverpool's winning it this year because City aren't at their level.
Wow.
I agree.
Wow.
Last season there's a bro. Can I show you what I'm talking about before you go crazy? Because people are saying,
I'm
"Oh,
not
what
going
injuries
crazy
have
at all. I'm
Arsenal
just
had?"
debunking your
Look
point.
at this. 1 second. Come look at this.
Oh, here
Come
we
look
go.
at this.
Excel sheets. What's this?
No, it's not
sheet?
Excel sheet. It's the actual
Oh
transfer
my
mark.
God.
I'm giving you the duration of the injuries and how many injuries they've had. If you go to it, Reyes played
It looks
every
like
game.
when you're booking a
Reyes
movie
played every
ticket
game, right?
online.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
like
which
all the
seats
season
are
tickets.
available. Like, these ones are
Are you
taken.
guys
Jacob, I told you
Over
don't
me?
side with
Or
this.
what
I
is it?
told you don't
Yeah,
side
that
with
looks
this.
Bro, I
exactly
wasn't
like
picking
that.
sides. I was just calling you out on your bullshit, telling you to provide
Honestly,
context
I'm calling
to
Egal
it.
out on his bullshit.
Let me finish.
I was just asking you to provide context. I wasn't siding with Arsenal or Egal.
Nah,
Look at that.
Egal, this
Raya-
is
Raya
this
played
is
What
every
is
crazy,
game,
this?
man.
right?
I like grass
nonsense,
with Egal. Let
guys.
me see
Both
this.
Saliba
Grass
and
with
Gabriel
Egal.
have missed games. You can see Calafiori missed games, Zinchenko missed games. We're not even going to talk about Kieran Tierney, Miles Skelly, Ben White, Timber.
Zinchenko missed games. He's
Forget
shit
about
anyways.
Tomiyasu. That guy doesn't even
Hey,
exist.
hey,
Look at
hey,
him.
Sheik,
Played one
take it easy.
game. Mikel Moreno's missed
City
games.
Zinchenko was
Thomas
different.
Partey missed one game. Declan Rice got a red card. Odegaard played 3 games. You shameless guy saying game week 4, Liverpool top of the league game week 4 before Odegaard got injured. It's game week 4, for God's sakes. Then
Okay,
you
can
go
you do
then
this
you go
for
through.
Liverpool?
No,
the
don't
year
go that
before?
far down. I don't want to be that close to the
Okay,
screen
okay,
when we
Egal,
sit
My
there.
point
Don't
is
unshare
only
Avatar
2
in
people.
3D.
Do this
only
for
2 people
Liverpool
played
the
the
year
whole
before.
season. Trossard
Okay, no problem.
It's somewhere
and
closer to
Raya.
the middle.
And if I do the same thing for Liverpool, if
Yeah,
I do
do
the
it.
same thing for Liverpool,
do it.
you will look really
Yeah,
stupid.
do it for Liverpool the season before. Do it.
Transfer
Okay, I
market.
already have that ready. By
Do
the
it
way.
for Tottenham right
I
now.
already have
He
that
had it
ready.
Liverpool,
loaded.
Liverpool,
Egal had it
Liverpool.
Hey,
loaded.
just
Bro.
do it for my
Ready-
team
I
too,
wanna
since
look
we
at
are
Chelsea
doing it
last
for all.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
do
it
it
for
for
do it for all our
last
teams.
season.
Do it for.
Don't lie,
Liverpool
Egal. I'm
last
asking you to
season.
be honest.
You
yeah?
had a really
23,
good
24.
Might as well do it
You
for
had a
mine as well.
healthy
Might as
team.
well.
Look how much
Majority-
red is on this fucking
No,
thing
no,
right
no.
here.
Can you put the
Listen to
link
what
in the
I'm saying,
private
though.
chat so I can
Look
do
at
this
this.
for Tottenham?
Game
Yeah,
week
for real.
24.
Type in Tottenham in.
But on a
Game
serious,
week
on a
24.
serious
Go
note, can I
transfer
actually get this
market.
website?
Yo, guys, why
Transfer market.
Transfer market.
Game week
Egal, can you
24
send us
is
the link
when
in the private message?
Game
though,
week
'cause I don't
24 is
even
when
know where
Liverpool
this-
started to have their worst injury luck. That's where
Yeah, but-
majority of the players started to get injured, including Mo Salah. So by the time they got to game week 24, they had an injury crisis. Up until that
Okay.
point, everything was perfect.
Okay,
So
Egal,
yes,
wait.
injuries
Don't-
is a
Why
factor.
did you directly close tab, Yahi? Okay, everything that you shared from these 2 amazing screens. Once again, Sheik, do you get what I'm saying, or am I speaking different?
I get what
language?
you're saying. I 100%
Last
get what you're
season,
saying. I
Arsenal
get what
were
you're saying.
healthy. They didn't win anything. This year, I'm
Because there's
healthy.
a third team in
and
the race.
Okay, there's a third team in the race this year. Nottingham Forest.
No, there isn't.
Nottingham Forest are in the race.
No, they're not, bro.
Yes, they
They're
are.
3 points off you.
Technically, yeah.
You guys are delusional. If you think
Are you in the title
What?
race?
Wait,
Wait.
one
Are
second.
you in the title race?
If Liverpool slip up for once, then yeah, maybe we can win it.
Let's stop
Okay,
with
but
this.
if you
if,
slip
but
up,
You
please.
mean three
Oh,
slip
come
ups?
on, like please. Let's stop
If
with the
Forest
if
slip up,
Liverpool-
they can catch up to you.
We play Liverpool. We just need them to slip up, and maybe we can get points off them. And there's a
Don't Forest
possibility.
play you?
Really and truly, Liverpool are the favorites to win the league. There's no debate about that.
Forest are chilling.
At this
Don't do
moment
that
in
one.
time, I'm just simply stating the fact of why there is a
Y'all lucky
small
I'm not.
gap in between the 2 teams right now.
Okay, whether
guys.
Forest fans think
If I
they're
was
not,
where
but
Forest is
mathematically,
right
they're
now, bro,
technically
y'all
a
would
part
not
of the
be.
title race.
All right,
Okay,
I think
I would not
think
be
you guys-
invited on
Just-
YouTube.
Exactly.
You guys are just doing the anti-Arsenal.
Let me
thing.
just make one statement.
No, it's
Can I
not
show you the
that
Liverpool
far.
this
You got-
season?
you got-
One
I was
second.
understanding what you're
Can I
saying.
show you Liverpool this season? Let's look at Liverpool this season. Hussam, show the people.
Yeah, but I already know. I just
no,
told you
show
we're
the
not with
people.
injuries this year. I
Show the
just said it.
people.
Why
Show
are
the
you acting like I
people.
didn't admit?
Look at all the 1 second. Look at all the green. Look at
Yeah,
all
Alisson,
the green.
Konate.
Wow.
Look at all the green.
Why are you
Not
skipping
one
past
A lot of
injury
open
from-
seats at
not
this,
1 second.
this movie.
Alisson,
Not one
Nate.
injury
Konate,
from
Jota,
these
The
three
man
injuries.
Jota.
Elliott.
Not one
Jones.
injury from your 2 most important midfielders in
McAllister.
McAllister or Ryan Gravenberch. Trent has missed 1 game. Trent has missed 1
He's
game.
literally
Van
injured
Dijk
right
has
now.
played
Oh
every
my
single game. So what are we talking about here? Robertson's
But
played
but
every
one-
single
well,
game.
okay,
pretty
I'm
much.
sure.
No,
I'm
but
sure.
injuries happen to like everyone though. Like,
They've
why are
had
we?
7 out of their
Why are
11
we
starters.
dissecting this? This
Yo,
is what
bro,
I don't get.
7 out of
Like,
their 11 starting players have not missed a
Okay,
game.
can you in reverse do Arsenal Arsenal last season, please? You see how we did 2
Right.
seasons? Do Arsenal last season as well.
I already told you. I
No, but
agree
do
with
it
you on that
because I
point.
already told you and you shared screen, so do it. Arsenal last
Okay,
season.
fair enough.
Yalla.
I'll do that right now.
Let's go. Arsenal last season.
Are you guys really saying that Forest are in a title race?
No,
Mathematically,
they're just
you
No, I
can't
know.
say
3
that.
points behind.
Mathematically,
Arsenal.
yes.
But I want to
Mathematically.
hear it. Are you guys saying they're in a title race?
Yes, because I have Wolfie on the title race stream.
Oh my.
See,
God.
but like Vator, if they
three-horse
continue
race.
to win and they
Three-horse
play
race.
Arsenal soon, they'll be level with points.
I get all that,
What's
but
this?
when Egal's trying to bring up
This is
last year-
Chelsea's one from last season, just for reference. Just for
Fucking
reference.
hell, man.
Live
even
on the
worse.
Look
Pochettino,
at what's
guys.
on it, yeah.
It's even worse.
Pochettino
I
did
have
a good
the
job
record,
to finish in 5th, eh?
We'll get to that in a sec. Don't fight already. Wait. Share
Hmm?
the Liverpool one.
You're gonna admit Pochettino did a good job with all those.
Can you
injuries.
just share those? Stop deflecting. Lewis, don't bite.
Oh,
please.
wait. Who was the cause for those injuries? Genius.
Lewis, please
I
don't.
don't know.
Seeing
You
as you
tell
want to
me.
be the intelligent.
Okay,
yeah, you
so-
don't know. So stay on subject.
So
This was what Arsenal last year.
Raya missed 2 games. Ramsdale was
Look at
available for all
the
of them.
shamelessness. He
Chill out.
mentions that I have 2
second.
games. You're
One
so
second.
fucking shameless.
One
When you
second.
put
I
up my
agree.
games
I agree
from
with
this
you.
season, when you
Our
put up this
defensive
season,
line
you didn't
last
mention
season-
Van Dijk's 2 games.
Look at our
Stop it,
defensive
stop it.
line. Our
Don't
defensive
be
line had
disingenuous.
no injuries.
Who's your best players? Who's your best players? Who's your best players?
Gabriel,
Don't lie.
Saliba, Raya.
Okay, they're all fit the whole year.
Rice played every
Saka.
game.
Yeah,
Rice played
Saka
every
fit the whole
game.
season.
No,
Yeah,
Saka missed
okay,
3
mate.
games, bro.
Yeah, okay. Guess what? This is your injury thing from a season ago. You didn't win the league.
Bro, this is
Because of
still
me.
this is still less
That's
injuries
not
than
the
you have right
point,
now.
Vator.
No, it is the
If
point.
your logic, okay, Vator, let me just say it this way. If your logic for the debate is strictly injuries and availability, right?
Yeah.
I still
Then
have
you should
I
win
still
the
had more
league
injuries
if your
than you
whole
this
team
season.
is fit and available.
You had
get what I'm
7
saying?
starters
That's the
available for
logic.
every
Yeah,
game, bro.
But they weren't leading the league at this time last season either. Like Liverpool were
You
still
were.
top of the league last year. So they're not like Arsenal aren't necessarily moving differently than last year in terms of where they are in the standings. Yes, Forest are close. Yes, you guys are ahead, but with how they've done year over year, it's pretty much on par. The difference though to say, listen, you didn't win anything was because I was healthy, which I'm not. And that's why I asked a question about a 3-horse race. You guys honestly are not saying it's a 3-horse race this year. There's
They're
no
not.
way.
They're
Forget
chatting
whether
shit.
it's a 3-horse race or not. Last season, I'm using this is Egal's logic.
Yo, fuck
Last
all you
season-
people in the chat who keep calling me a waste man. Go fuck yourself.
Last
Football.
season, Liverpool were top of the league by 5 points. City pulled up to Anfield, okay? Doku switching music to McAllister, and a penalty wasn't given. Had I won that game, maybe the momentum pushes me to a league title. I don't know. You know what I said at the end of the season? Liverpool bottled it. That's Hussam's logic. We should
Okay.
do better in the transfer window. We should be more prepared. And that's all I'm expecting from Egal. So, yeah. Now, let's just do super chats before we move on to a different topic because this is just beating a dead horse at this point. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And yeah, like sub chat. Well, if after all this you haven't yet liked, we had a fight over Plymouth, you guys. It's fucking insane. Big up to Emeko says Liverpool Premier League record without Salah since 2019, 14 games, 11 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 36 goals scored. This Salah narrative is so dead.
Wow.
It's a response to
Okay.
Egal right here. Big up to you, Emeka. Big up to Nags Games who says we had 2 youngsters and Harvey Elliott worst performance in Liverpool shirt in midfield. It's not just no Salah, no midfield, no part. It's true. It's not just no Salah. It's no Konate, no Van Dijk, no Gravenberch, no McAllister, no anyone basically. So yeah, big up
Against
to you. Though,
Plymouth?
Nags Games. No, but I'm not excusing it. I'm just changing what you said. That's factually incorrect.
No, I hear it, but it's still Plymouth. Like I don't care.
Yeah,
who
I know
you
we should have won.
You know what I was
Good.
disappointed with before we move on? I was disappointed that the producers didn't talk about how expensive Liverpool's squad was versus Plymouth. You know how they like to do that stat whenever City are playing? I was disappointed they didn't do that with the Liverpool and their loss to Plymouth. But
In 2020, 2021, we had all our 3 central defenders out and finished 3rd. You told us Liverpool fans deal with injuries. Yeah, and last season we finished 3rd and won a cup. Like, okay, are Arsenal going to win the Carabao Cup? No. The FA Cup? No. The Champions League? Hell no. So once again, so whether you're healthy or not, you win nothing. So what's the point? Like, you get me? That's the part that I was trying to explain.
No, but you guys celebrated last year, deservedly so, that you won the trophy with the kids and you're able to navigate it with the kids. But this season you get knocked down, and it's not your manager's fault. It's the player's fault, right?
Poch tax.
What? Against Slot? Against Plymouth, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what kind of
course.
Abbey is that?
The
So
players were dog shit, bro.
All right, fair.
What
They
is that
deserve
Abbey?
so much blame. By the way, Egal, you know this. You know I'm not the type of guy to blame manager for every game, even for you.
No, but I'm just saying the same people who are saying big up the kids are now selling out the same kids.
No, I'm not selling out the kids. I'm selling out the experienced players like Chiesa, like Diaz, like Tsimikas, who I like Kwanzaa, who's busy DMing OnlyFans models. That's who I'm selling out. Not a child. The children can get better. Like, at the
But
end
you
of
do
the day.
realize Arne Slot took a big risk. It failed, and he also now has to take a look at himself because he threw away that cup.
Bro, no problem. So what? He took a risk. I don't care. At the end of the day, 10 years ago, Chelsea were top of the league and they lost to Bradford City at Stamford Bridge in the FA Cup. Yeah, the
Omar,
Chelsea fans
nobody's
were
giving you
fuming.
evil eye. Nobody's
Yeah,
wishing
the
injuries on
Chelsea
anybody.
fans were
Remind me
fuming
of
that
that.
day, but they went on to win the league. City Centurions lost to Wigan Athletic.
1 second. Omar, understand,
Hold up,
nobody's
baby.
wishing injuries on
Wigan.
anybody. We're simply having a conversation about injuries.
went on
I'm
to
not
win the
sitting
league.
here wishing anybody injuries. I hope you
Yeah.
guys
Still
we go
lost that
toe
FA
to toe
Cup.
and we're both fit. I would love that. I think if we're both fit, it would be a different conversation. But I'm just pointing out the fact that I believe injuries has been a factor. And Hussam is saying it doesn't matter because you were injured last year, you didn't win the league. And I don't think that applies to this season.
No, I never said that, Egal. I'm
No, but
saying
that's
that
what you're
your
basically
logic,
saying,
not
bro.
mine. No, I'm using your logic, not mine. My logic is
No.
last season, you worked with me on A-listers, and the guys all here can vouch for me. I said Liverpool are the real bottle jobs. I said it, and I said we need to improve the team in the summer. I said we need to get some transfers in. I said we need to improve the team. I said that shit. The problem is you don't do what I did, which is blame the actual problem at the club, not signing players. And I saw you do it last week when you were like, the Kroenke should have invested in January. And that's
You were
what you
wrong.
should spend your energy on. Investment, buy players, get better. Not just say, oh my God, we're unlucky with injuries. Because I never said that last year. And you already know, VAR fucked us for 9 points, bro.
I honestly believe because Man City were able to win the league with Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne being injured for a certain period of time has skewed people's like expectations of a team. If you have two of your best players injured, it's not normal for you to still go on to win the league. It's not normal for your team to still maintain a level where they can compete,
that's not
to a level
normal.
where they go on to win the league. But because Man City have normalized brilliance and greatness, you guys think it's normal on any team who has two of their best players injured for a significant period can still go on to win.
But
And
they
I don't think
normalize
that's right.
brilliance, or if
Now,
it's
I'm
none
not
of us.
sitting
No,
here.
but no,
Now,
but
1
to
second.
be fair,
Just
we still
because-
called out Man
just
City
because
for
I'm
their 1 in
pointing this
14
out,
run. Didn't
just
say
because
it
I'm
was
pointing
really
this out
injuries.
doesn't
Because
excuse
then they
Arsenal
got
or
complacent.
criticism.
Ultimately, we've never even got to City's level over the last couple of years.
Yeah,
No
but
one
just
has.
because I'm saying injuries has fucked us doesn't mean there's other issues that we've done to ourselves also, Hussam. I acknowledge there's been transfer issues.
know, but that's
I
not the
acknowledge there's
statement
been
you
other
made.
issues. But
I'm not gonna go based off of anything except what Egal said. I'm not gonna misquote you. I'm not gonna misrepresent you. You said the difference between us and Liverpool is injuries and refereeing decisions. Did you not just say that?
I stand by that. I'll take
Okay,
that to the
خلاص, no
bank.
problem. If I apply that logic, the difference between us and City last year is injuries and refereeing decisions.
No, but there's also Arsenal in the picture.
But you're missing the point.
We beat you at
VAR
our
last
ground,
season-
which started your decline.
VAR last
Everton
season
beat
took
you.
away 9 points from Liverpool, and we had you wanted the numbers. Jacob wanted the numbers. Let me give the numbers. Last season, Salah out for 6 games, Trent 10, Robertson 15, Konate 16.
Hussam, that
Curtis
doesn't
Jones-
apply because
me
last
speak.
season,
Curtis Jones 15, Jota 17, Gravenberg 12,
Hussam.
Matip 28, Tsimikas 25,
The reason
Alisson
why
10,
that doesn't
Thiago
work.
the whole season.
The reason why that doesn't apply is because you played both Arsenal and
10
City.
games.
You played Arsenal and City
Oh, you
in the
missed out
running.
on all the ones with
1 second,
28.
Hussam. You played both
10
Arsenal and City in the
games,
running. You lost to Arsenal
Wait
and
till
you
we get
drew
to
to
the
City,
first
if I'm not mistaken. You drew to City. Am I not wrong?
Egal. City came to Anfield.
So
If
losing to
City
direct
came to
title
Anfield,
rivals.
we were top of the league. We were
Hussam,
top of the league with
what
5
are you
points.
missing from what I'm
You
saying?
mentioned the 5 points thing. We were top of the league with 5 points when City came to Anfield. Doku did switch and music to McAllister. We didn't get penalty.
And maybe if that would have been given as a penalty, maybe Arsenal would have won the fucking leave, bro.
No, maybe Liverpool would have won the
Again,
league.
Maybe we
oh.
saved the penalty. Come on,
If
guys.
Mbappe joined us, maybe we
Maybe
would
they
not be
saved the
13th
penalty.
place.
Listen,
You know,
long
maybe,
story short,
maybe,
Hussam,
maybe.
you guys did have injuries last season. I acknowledge injuries was a part of the reason why you fell off, but also last season there were more teams closer to us, with Liverpool, Arsenal, and City being close in quality. Where this season there's a golfing class between Liverpool, Arsenal. I don't think anyone else is next to us. Yes, Nottingham Forest have been decent and they beat you, but we've been able to beat them at our ground quite convincingly. And I think if we play them again, hopefully we can beat them again. At this moment in time, the only team I take serious that I think can take points off you is my team, and maybe Everton in a derby. Outside of that, I don't really trust anybody else. Where last season, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, we knew there was 3 dogfights we're going to have every single week whenever we play each other.
Once again, you're missing the point.
It's a 3-horse
Just
race to a
We took
2-horse
points
race.
off
It's a
them,
big
by the way.
difference.
We did.
Listen to understand. Please don't listen to respond. Just listen to understand. Last season, we had VAR take away factually from us 9 points. We know this for a fact.
And we
because of
did
all the-
too.
Just wait. 9 points. Okay. So that 9 points taken away from VAR, plus the injuries that I've just listed to you, we could have won the league. You're saying Arsenal would have won the league if McAllister got the penalty and we scored it and we won. I'm saying we could have won the league using your context. The whole point of this debate is we can't use health as a measuring stick because Arsenal were healthy for 2 years and won nothing, not even a Carabao Cup, number one. Number two, the reason why Liverpool are top of the league is because Liverpool are brilliant. That's the reason why Liverpool are top of the league. You need to learn how to give credit to other teams. We're very good. There's a reason why Salah is, by the way, Ballon d'Or, as Vator found out 2 seasons ago, Ballon d'Or is very difficult to beat Madrid, PR, and etc. Salah is favorite to win Ballon d'Or after what happened to Vinicius. Imagine. Like, do you understand how much, like, how
2
good we
seasons
have-
ago, it was Messi tax. Had nothing to do with Real Madrid.
Okay.
That's the point. I'm talking about
So-
beating PR.
Just
Oh.
apply the same context to Arsenal this season.
If Liverpool didn't have the injuries and PGMOL decisions last season, Arsenal wouldn't have overtaken us. You know, they can stop repeating. They can't stop repeating. Let's talk. That's what I'm saying. His logic is if we got the penalty, Arsenal would have won the league. My logic is if we got the penalty, we would have won the league, not Arsenal. Because we would
you
have been
finished
8
7
points ahead.
behind us, bro.
We would have been 8 points ahead, Egal. Add in the VAR decisions that fucked us last season, we would have won the league. That's the
So
point.
what about the refereing decisions that fucked us this season? Same thing applies. That's all I'm saying.
How does he keep missing the point? I can't do this anymore. Egal, you're right. I'm wrong. Khalas.
Can we also do this, please? Yes, you would have won the penalty. Let's stop assuming that you're scoring the penalty because we've seen Salah miss them. Let's stop this, please. Okay.
These deluded people keep circling the exact same screenshot of LFC 5 points clear. We were never ever more than 2 points clear. All games played. Fuck's sake. Oh yeah, we were 5 points clear, by the way, with them having a game in hand. So let's not even go there. So yeah. Egal, doesn't this get boring? You know, everyone tired of you doing this on every show. Egal doesn't get boring, but he just need to learn how to give credit to other teams. Just say Liverpool are a good side. Aside freak injuries, the club responsible for them, not luck. Yeah, like Rice kicking the ball away, Saliba and all this. That's not VAR decisions. Big up to you, Emik. I'm not going to read that. Maybe Slot just rotates better than Arteta. Egal, this is true. And that's the reason why we lost to Plymouth, because he rotated the whole fucking team.
When
So
has Van Dijk ever been rotated?
he's been rotated. We rotated
When?
him against PSV. We rotated him in all the Carabao Cup games.
In the league.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
No, that is the point.
Okay, can I tell you honest response? Girona, you started Odegaard. Why? Tell me. It's a
What?
dead rubber game, right? PSV dead rubber
Odegaard
game.
just came back from injury, bro.
We didn't send a single player over there. But Arteta brought on Rice, started Odegaard, started Gabriel. Why? Tell me. Girona's dead rubber game. You're through already.
No, because we need to solidify our place. Yes, you're first in the Champions League, but the place you finish in dictates who you end up facing in the next couple rounds.
Well, but we didn't solidify our place. The reason why we finished first is because Barca drew. If Barca won, we'd finish second. So now where do we go from here?
that
rubber
would've-
game,
that
not
could have
rested.
potentially screwed you
That
over.
rubber game, Arteta
You
didn't
would've-
rest.
If that could have potentially screwed you over if you didn't finish first. Because
No, but-
because finishing second, the difference between finishing second and finishing first is the difference between potentially playing PSG or playing like another team that in
I
that bracket.
understand what you're saying. That's the risk, right? The risk is you might finish second instead of first.
I'm not
My
going to blame the
response
manager
is-
for taking the
Okay,
Champions
my
League series.
response is Slot knew that risk existed, yet he rotated
Bro,
the whole
the
season.
difference between Arsenal winning that game and losing that game could be us finishing 8th, going from 3rd to 8th. That's a massive drop, bro.
It
do you
doesn't
not
matter
acknowledge
because you're through in the top 8.
Bro, being through is one thing, but going down all the way there, you're facing a tougher opponent in the next couple rounds.
Okay, listen. Slot
it's
knew the
it's
same
different
risk, but he
situations.
still rotated. You have to rotate.
No, but Slot has not
He is
rotated
right.
once in the,
Egal
in the,
is
champ-
right,
in
to
the
be
Premier
fair.
League, bro.
That
Mo
is fair.
Salah played every game. Van Dijk played every
Saka
game.
played every game last
Ryan
year.
Arsenal didn't
Gravenberch
have it
played
as
every
comfortable as
game.
Liverpool did.
Raya
McAllister
played
played
every
every game. These
Saliba played
guys,
every game.
these guys
Gabriel
play every
played
game, bro.
Yeah, and you still didn't win the league. Ainge injured, Ryan Mason to take over is what
Now
Gonzo's
he's
saying.
trolling.
No, I'm not
So
trolling. I'm being
What
serious.
rotation? Rotating the cup, you lose to Plymouth Argyle. That's the rotation, huh?
Yeah, and rotate in the cup, and we're in the final of the Carabao Cup. Why am I playing Newcastle, not Arsenal?
Newcastle were
There you
better
go.
than us over 2 legs.
There
Fair
you go
play.
then. 93% season is another example, Habibi. 2-horse race is what Omar Rushdie is saying. Egal is the Drake of football YouTube. You're not like us. This spreadsheet stuff is embarrassing. You'll never walk alone, is what Playbook Eli is saying. That's
Drake
what I'm
is still
saying.
the
We had-
best-selling
He's definitely
artist in
not
the world.
the. He's
we
definitely
had a
not the
bunch
Drake
Drake
is
of
still the
injuries
best-selling
last
artist in the
season.
world.
Yeah,
I'll
We had a
definitely
gladly
bunch
make
not.
that comparison.
We had a bunch of injuries last season and VR
I
decisions.
knew that would rattle you.
No, I'll
I want-
gladly take that comparison. The best-selling artist in the world for 5 years running, and he's talking about Kendrick. You can't name more than 5 Kendrick.
She's
songs.
about to be the best artist selling in the
But he-
fucking
he-
jail
he
cell.
held an L,
Plus
though.
one.
He held an
That's
L,
what he's
though.
about to be selling.
That's
Well,
fine that
halftime
he is
I
the
won't
best
About to be
selling
selling
worst
them
pool,
halftime
but it's like,
Canadian
the
waffle cakes.
worst Super Bowl halftime show in
Hey.
history.
Toronto, born and raised.
hey, he
Jacob
held an L,
sing,
man. He held
sing
Yeah, I
an
know
L.
what they do
Why-
out there in Toronto. I
He
know.
didn't say it.
No, you
He
don't. You're
didn't
not
say
allowed
it.
up here.
He didn't say nothing. He just kept. He just like.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bro,
Jacob
it's
Singers
game
fly,
over.
Eagles fly at least one. Dallas won a championship last night.
Yeah, congratulations to Eagles, man. I hate the Chiefs, man. I hate anybody who goes on a dynasty.
Jacob,
Fuck
didn't
them.
you want the Eagles to win as well? I swear.
That was like that was belt to ass.
Isn't
what the
Taylor
The
Eagles
fact
did
that
to
you
the
even
Chiefs, man.
said that shows
No,
you
but
don't
Taylor
know me
Swift
well
is on the
enough.
other team.
It doesn't
Yeah, I'm happy-
matter.
I'm happy
She
she
still
took the L.
won.
That's the first time she took an L in years, Mike.
No,
No,
she still
Taylor Swift
won.
lost.
She still won. You know how much airtime that hoe got? It takes in America. You spend 1.5 million for 30 seconds of a commercial ad. That bitch gets like 15 minutes every Super Bowl. How much is that?
Yeah. You know what?
We'll be alright if you keep me
Swings
next
it
to
in.
you.
Ben Davies, you are a fucking criminal. I hate you, Ben Davies. I hate you. I hate you. Oh my God, you are a criminal. You are an absolute criminal. You need to be thrown in jail tonight. I need your send him back to Wales. Send him to Wales now.
Jacob,
That's a little long. It just seems a little long of
Hey,
it.
yo.
That's like
Hey,
one of
yo.
Marshall's sound.
Hey, yo.
things.
Jacob, hey,
Take
yo.
5
All I know is the real winners of the Super Bowl were Pepsi, Budweiser, Geico, State Farm, Allstate,
Matthew McConaughey.
Audi,
He was in like four
Mercedes
advertisements.
Benz, Toyota, whatever else fucking commercials you saw. They're the real winners.
You guys
Capitalism
see
won.
Kanye's commercial? He literally
Matthew
was-
McConaughey was in like 4 to 5 commercials.
Guys,
Yo,
by the
he
way,
got
the
the
longer
bag
this
yesterday.
these
He won
irrelevant
yesterday, too.
conversations-
He got
Guys,
the
by the way,
bag.
the longer these irrelevant conversations happens, the shorter time we have with Lewis, who lost to Brighton. So can we just get to it?
No,
Egal,
no,
Salah-
why'd you have to say that? Let them enjoy their conversation.
No,
What's wrong
because
with
we're
you,
gonna
bruv?
talk, mate. Egal, Salah, Van Dijk hardly ever get injured.
I
Shush.
thought I was getting away with it, bro.
No, you are not, because
Just
I know
sit
you're
quietly,
smiling.
sit in the
He's
corner.
smiling.
Just let them argue over
Smiling,
injuries and all of
you
that.
know.
Play the long game.
If and buts don't win you championships, is what Ed is saying. Fact.
Yeah,
big up
Uber
to
Eats
Ed.
won.
I don't really like Hussam. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I think Egal is smoking
DoorDash,
rolling because it's not making any sense. Hussam using logic on him.
Mountain
is right.
Dew.
Wait, but
Just
he
technically
started off by saying I
PepsiCo.
really don't like Hussam. But then he's saying
Fuck
I like that Hussam is using.
I really don't like
his
Hassan, but here's my money.
It's these
I
Sam
never
as the
get-
lesser
it's
of
just-
two evils.
Ah,
He doesn't like his takes. He
To
likes
be
to
fair,
talk business
factually,
like
to a Chelsea fan, I'm the lesser of two evils to a Chelsea fan.
yeah, it's yeah.
He's missing the point, like Havertz misses goals.
Andrew.
this. Ooh.
Saka is younger than Mo. To be in game out, game in, game out is what Omar Rushdie is saying. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Anyway, regardless, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Imagine we're not even at 200 likes. We have 700 people locked in. Wallah, you guys are a bunch of shameless frauds.
Oh,
this
moving like my attack on Saturday. What is this?
Come on, man. Hit the like button. Just close your live chat. Hit the like button. Continue to enjoy the show. We're going to be talking about Chelsea next.
You're looking like Patrick
Chelsea.
Odegaard's.
Chelsea.
You know, Lewis, as you know, unfortunately for you now, you get me? This show is no longer let everyone else talk first. So talk to me about Chelsea Football Club.
That's fine, man. This is all good. First off, I want to give some fair praise to Egal, man. Big up to him. If you could rise up the share screen. It's actually correct.
Not just one handball in the build up to the second goal, but two. Because these stingy motherfuckers at the FA, right? They don't want to bring VAR. They can't be asked to get other referees on shift and to drag them into Stockley Park. And look at the end result. My glorious and superior institution is out of the FA Cup. What a disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. Egal, you were correct all along, man. PGMOL needs to be fucking put in the bin. These men are so fucking incompetent. FA Cup, the most prestigious, the oldest tournament in football. And they don't want to bring in the best and finest stuff to help referees? What is this? Disgusting. 2 handballs. The referee's looking at both of them. Look, eyes on the ball. Look, eyes on the ball. Can't see a handball. Idiots. They are absolute idiots. If they looked at one of them, we'd be through to the next round. I'd be sorting out my train tickets to Newcastle. Get a weekend in. That place is a generational night out. Fucking joke. Absolute joke. Fair play, Egal, man. Big up, bro. Big up.
Sorry, you're gonna talk serious now? Or?
What do you mean, bro? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. What's wrong? What's everyone laughing?
Being serious, lad. Being serious.
Being serious?
Can I ask a couple questions?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Why is it with Pochettino, Cole Palmer looks so good and Malagusto looks so good, but without Pochettino, they look mid?
Because there was no tactical instruction, so everyone's just passing the ball to the best player. And also, Gusto was being allowed to overlap more, which is more of his bag. Him doing this inverted shit just don't work for him. He can't do it. Either leave him at right centre-back or have him just overlap. I've seen him do overlapping fullbacks before. We did it against Crystal Palace. And, we were fine except our finishing. But, hey.
So what's up with Cole Palmer?
He's been fine this season, but he was arse cheeks on Saturday. Don't get it twisted. No ifs, no buts, no nothing. He was poor. He was awful.
Lewis actually got into it with some of the Chelsea fans on Twitter because he said he's not bigger than the club. I don't know why that rattled.
Yeah, I seen that, to be fair.
It's because they're all doing it. Oh, he's going to leave soon if we play Shut up. He signed a 9-year contract. Where are you going? Where are you going?
He literally signed it recently, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about your wingers. Because a lot of your fans don't like Nani Madueke, but he's more effective than the likes of Neto and Sancho, I would say. Neto and Sancho, I don't know what they're doing, but they don't seem like they have end product to me.
Honestly, I thought in terms of the wingers, it was all a raging mid-off. Sancho, bare shimmies for nothing. That was terrible. You know how Mo does the whole fucking pop, pass back? Yep. That was Sancho on Saturday. Neto was beat the man and cross or step over and dispossessed, one or the other. Which again, he's good at crossing, but when there's clearly no option in the middle, stop crossing. You know you're crossing to nobody. Stop being so one-dimensional. Noni was as bad. Just came on to get dominated by Tariq Lamptey for 20 minutes. It was basically everybody. Caicedo's the only player that can leave with their heads held high. Dewsbury Hall was just out of his depth. Tossin was probably the best centre-back out of the pair of them. But again, not really saying
Isn't that
too
Maresca's
much.
guy?
Alaba was caught ball watching.
Let me ask you
Dewsbury Hall?
Did you end up
We
saying?
didn't even ask for Dewsbury Hall. We just brought him because he thought, let's be geniuses and go to Leicester and not get their goalkeeper. We'll just go and get a midfielder that isn't even walking into the first team like that.
Who's Leicester's goalkeeper?
He's pretty good,
Hermansen.
bro. The guy who made
yeah.
17 saves
He is
for
fine.
Arsenal.
He's a good keeper. He is.
Yep.
By the
We
way,
could have went and
Lewis,
got him and said we wanted to stick with this idiot goalkeeper, but here we are.
Lewis, do you have a tear in your eye watching Joao Felix doing his thing over in Italy?
I didn't catch anything that happened with Milan. I went front. And why am I going to cry over Joao Felix like that?
Because that was your Cole Palmer cover. You said you had the best squad depth in the league.
But Joao Felix can't even
Even
secure
then,
his
like,
own girl
you're
around
asking
Pedro
me to-
Porro.
So even then, you're asking me to cry over a squad player. That don't make sense.
I
Egal.
thought he said he was coming home again.
Yeah, and he said he's going back home with them, or he's looking for a new home. So
That guy is just a whore. Everywhere he goes,
This is exactly what he said. He just wants to stay at Milan And Nkunku is not for Chelsea. Maresca saying the positive after this loss, so we can focus on the Premier League and the Conference League.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's kind
yeah.
of
Guys,
bad.
in
Talk
That's
about
kind of
embarrassing
to be honest.
fucking quotes, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of
But
embarrassing for sure.
unbelievable levels of copium. I've been saying it everywhere. Remember what fucking football club you're at. About it's
Bro,
okay to
remember
get knocked out of the
that
cup.
left. That
Shut
left
up.
with Roman. That left
What?
with Roman. New ownership, new levels. This whole thing about this is not
Look,
Chelsea.
I hear all of
Chelsea
that.
died. That
But if
Chelsea died
You're
with Roman
ste-
leaving.
I hear all of that, but you're stepping up from Leicester to Chelsea. You're not going to be. You shouldn't be thinking about shit like that. You should be thinking about being in trophies and trying to go as far as you can in those competitions.
I can't wait for
Sorry.
you guys to lose in the Conference League and he say focus on top 4.
Oh, imagine. Imagine.
So most Chelsea fans have an issue with what Maresca is saying.
Yeah, those quotes are embarrassing. Those quotes are fucking embarrassing.
Their whole thing is that
Where were his
we don't
eyes during the
celebrate top
interview,
4.
if I may ask?
I
we go-
didn't watch the interview. I just
Oh,
read
wait,
Do you know where his
By
hands
the
were?
way,
No, that is kind of bad.
you know why it's even more embarrassing? You guys got to 2 cup finals with Poch and you still wanted him gone.
2 cup finals. We made 1 final and a semi-final. And Egal, did we win them?
You still got
Right.
further than
So
you got
yeah,
with
so
this
of course
team.
it's the Arsenal fan trying to champion getting to finals and semis like it
You s-
means anything.
You still got further than this manager, and you
Did we
wanted him
win?
out.
Did we win?
I just think what Maresca's doing this season.
Did we win?
Did you win this season?
This is literally me to
We
Tottenham
haven't,
fans
and I'm
right now.
holding the
that are-
manager accountable. So why are you flexing the other manager that again didn't win?
No, I'm just saying it's the opposite.
You know
Spurs
who
fans
went
are
to
flexing
Wembley
Poch,
twice?
by the
No,
way.
wait. You know who went to Wembley twice last season? Ten Hag. Should United have kept him?
No.
Okay.
Oh, please. We did though.
They won the trophy, by the way.
I feel you
I'm
because
not
we did
saying
so.
I'm
Spurs
not saying
fans
it's the
want
wrong
Poch
decision
back
to
too,
sack
and they're
Poch.
doing the same thing.
I'm just simply saying
He got us to a
Maresca
final, yo.
right now is kind of doing the opposite of what Poch did.
And this is how
Poch
they
ended
want
the
us to
season
move,
well.
Jacob.
Maresca started the season well. If you guys continue to end the season poorly, you don't win a Conference League or you don't get top 4, are you going to be Maresca out?
Ask me at the end of the season because I'll know by then.
Fairs.
Like,
Yeah, they're still in the
I need to
race. I
see
would
how the
say.
games go. I keep telling you this. I'm not manager out yet, though.
But you
No,
can see yourself
I
being
don't.
manager out.
I'm not asking Lewis to be Maresca out, but those comments after the game were embarrassing.
That is
Yeah, that's
embarrassing.
fucking
Yeah, yeah.
embarrassing. I cussed him out immediately for that shit.
You can't
Hey,
like
I
say.
think you need to
You
understand. you're not
can't
the same
sound
old
like
Chelsea.
a fan. Like me as a fan of Liverpool, I can say it's okay because we have like the Champions League and Premier League. But Slot was fuming after we got
Just-
knocked out by Plymouth.
No,
It's
but
just the
bro,
easiest
they-
excuse,
Chelsea
especially
guys
after a
need-
performance.
Yeah,
because he
like
probably
that.
was like,
I
what
get
the
why
fuck is a
Lewis
Plymouth?
so livid.
You guys are not Roman's team anymore. This is Todd Bowley and Clear Lake's team. They're thinking
Thank you for
completely
finally
different.
mentioning Clear Lake.
They're completely thinking a completely different mentality than you guys. They're not saying, "Oh, they've already sacked 6 managers." They're not thinking about sacking another manager. This might be the guy for them. And even if you
No,
don't
this
get
is the guy for them. They gave him a 5-year deal.
and
We're
they
past
gave
that
the last guy 7 years.
Mhm.
Like this is what they do.
Huh?
They-
No, they didn't. Poch got 2
How many
years.
years did they give Graham Potter? 5 years?
Paul got 5 years as well, and they fucking sacked him after 6 months. They're not going to do it
My
again.
point exactly. I just
No,
think
but they're not
Chelsea
going to do
fans-
it again. They look bad enough.
I don't think Chelsea are have the same mentality as you used to because of your ownership change. And the thing when people say, when I hear CB say this is not Chelsea, or when I hear other Chelsea fans say this is not Chelsea standards, I don't think you understand that your standards have shifted because of your ownership shift.
No, I hear that. I hear that. But the manager
No,
can have
Lewis
different
understands.
standards
You
as
have
well.
the other way around. Lewis understands that. You're talking about the other side. You're talking about the
I
ones who
am.
say this is not Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not talking to Lewis here. I'm talking to other
Yeah,
Chelsea
you're talking about
fans.
the other side who say like, "Oh, this is not Chelsea and stuff." He's saying this is the new Chelsea, basically, which is
Yeah, because
true to be fair.
I said this the moment your ownership left. This is Chelsea 2.0, and until the new ownership show that they can get something over the line for Chelsea, you guys are going to continue to talk about your standards under Roman.
Yeah, because that's the standards that you want to uphold. Why would you drop them?
I'm not saying drop them, Lewis. I'm just saying
Almost
you
made a
haven't
joke.
you haven't shown these owners haven't shown that they can
It's gonna be a
maintain
good
those
one.
levels.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. That's why we've all been on to them this season. I said this season was always going to be focused on the owners and the sporting directors. And like I've been saying, we've sabotaged the last 2 windows. played a little part in why we were so timid in the final third on Saturday. But I only say a little part because look, the lack of chance creation comes down to the manager. Because for goodness sakes, like we couldn't have masterminded some way to open up gaps in that back line or to at least improve our performance in the second half. That comes down to the manager. Individuals, all of them, bar Caicedo, shouldn't be happy with their performance. All of them. So it comes down to a group of everybody. Everybody can hold it for Saturday's performance. Every single one of them.
Is there, like, Lewis' question, is there like any different lineup that you would have? Because obviously I think you play them in the Premier League as well at Brighton again, the same fixture. So is there anything different?
Yeah, actually they play Brighton
Honestly,
again Friday.
you know what my
Same
difference
exact
would have been? And
Mhm.
Nkunku goes on loan instead of João Felix because João Felix to me has always been a better option for the 9 than him. I don't get why we're doing the whole João Felix. Nkunku isn't a 9, but I'll keep persisting with him in the 9 as an emergency option. But João Felix doesn't even get a moment in that position.
Yo, Lewis,
Fair enough.
your Friday fixture is also away, by the way.
Yeah, Brighton away again. So you've seen the way they play. You've seen their game plan. You've got all the data and the analysis that you needed from that performance. I expect a better performance on Friday.
Liverpool play Wednesday. Shit.
Yeah, that's their game in
We
hand.
play Everton.
Yo,
Wednesday.
last time you lost to Everton, wasn't it on a Wednesday or Tuesday?
Yeah, it was. But it was a
Tough game
different
still.
side anyway. That was when the league was done. But that's beside the point. Please be. You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything to Egal. Here's the thing. The one thing that Egal said that's true about Chelsea, we actually don't know though yet. It depends on like the time frames and the results. This could be the opposite of last season. Like instead of just ending well, you started well, but it's too early to say. Like maybe within like 4 games, we're what, match week 23 now, 24. Maybe within match week 28 with 10 games left, we'll have a better vision of it. But like because I'm just looking at like the Chelsea fixtures as you guys were talking. I just went and looked at the fixtures in terms of like just near future. Yeah, nothing like too crazy.
The running is.
Your next
that's rough.
fixtures are all mad except like 2 easy ones. You've got
Yeah.
you got Brighton away, Villa away, and then after that you play Southampton at home, Leicester at home, winnable games of course. But then after that you got Arsenal away, Spurs derby game, and then got Brentford away.
Spurs will be winnable, but the other 2, like, we'll see how we handle the games.
So out of the next 6 games, you have 3 like you expect Chelsea to win type shit, and 3 difficult ones.
Yes.
4 difficult ones. Sorry, 4 difficult ones and 3 easy ones in the next 7. Because I have to count Brighton as difficult now in it because of what happened like Saturday. That's just
Yeah, like the next 5 games, Villa's going to be a test. Everything else we should be winning. Even Brighton were not great against us. We were just worse. So I expect us to come out on Friday better.
I don't know about Chelsea, man. It's just like they're so inconsistent with their performances. You just don't even know like what exactly to criticize because it makes no sense at this point. Chelsea looked better losing 2-1 to Liverpool than they've done over the last 8 games. I swear I'm not even lying.
You know why though?
They looked better in the loss than they did in the last 8 games.
Hussam, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Sample size. Teams have more of a sample size. They now know how to play Chelsea. And when I said last video, it's not a blueprint, but it's just with more sample size, you now know their strengths, their weaknesses, and how to attack them better. And teams have been doing that to Chelsea. And you've been facing maybe not the exact same type of defeats, but you've been seeing similar results over the last coming games. And Lewis, I think you owe me an apology because you said to me, this is not happening consistently. This is just a one-off. These results have happened differently, but similar things are happening over these past couple games, and you're facing the same results, poor results over week in, week out.
I mean,
and also Lewis did say it
yesterday.
yesterday.
Prove that right. I hear it because like just defend against us, have a good shape. We seem to struggle. And especially not having a striker is a problem with that too. For all of Jackson's issues in front of goal, he's still offering me more up top than the likes of Nkunku is.
Second best striker in the league, you said.
On form. You keep forgetting on form. But yes, I did say on form.
The thing is,
now
Lewis
there's nowhere near
said
that.
yesterday on his channel, he was like, the one thing I take back that I was wrong on, then it wasn't just Poch at fault, it was also people upstairs at fault.
Yeah. Now, I said this season was always going to either show that or not. And it's shown me that, yes, there was more problems than him. Now, for everybody doing pot revisionism, you're a fucking idiot. I don't care. I won't speak to anybody with respect that still believes in that bum. But there was bigger issues. But
I
my
don't
point
think
still
you'd
stands.
be
Poch
so
was my biggest
negative.
problem last season because I could have got top 4. I could have got a trophy.
I am
How
not
about
a clown.
Gallagher revisionism? Does that
I
count?
think you hate Poch
This
more.
guy- this- How's it to compare a player to a manager?
I am not a clown.
No, but you know what I don't get? You hate Poch more. You hate Poch more than most managers that you've had over the last decade. Why is that?
Because he made lies from minute 1 from the start to the end of the
Does it have
campaign.
anything to do with him formerly working with Spurs?
Well, no, it doesn't. It's the most tired narrative, Egal. I don't care about who worked at Spurs. Mourinho worked at Spurs. He's still my favorite ever manager. Conte worked at Spurs. I still back Conte. Big up to him. Good Johnson went to Spurs. I don't give a damn. It's got nothing to do with Spurs. This guy injured half of our squad. This guy made excuses and threw our players under the bus at every available opportunity, defended against children in a final after waffling about lack of experience all season. And then in our biggest injury crisis, after moaning about injuries all season, he finally figured out a formula how to get victories from this Chelsea squad. And we still weren't good in all 5 games. So just a generational gaslighter. And I have even more points on my pinned tweet, but I'm going to save you guys going through every single point as to why I fucking dislike Pochettino.
The one positive with Pochettino is he did cuss your owners for not.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, one tick for him. Cool.
He also made sure to differentiate between Chelsea and a circus, which was nice.
Well, what do you mean? He was part of the circus.
Well, no, he said, I am not a clown.
He was like the
This
main
is
event
not a
clown.
circus. He said he wasn't a clown, though.
Yeah. He said a lot of things and then
You know
backtracked on
something?
all of them.
Chelsea get a lot of hate for no reason. They're not supposed to be a team that is going
He's
from.
little broing you now. Good luck.
No,
man.
they're not supposed to be competing for the league. They're supposed to be challenging for top 4. If they win a cup or they get to a cup final, amazing. But it's Conference League and getting top 4. That's their goal. And if they still have a chance to do that, their season is nowhere near a failure. And if they don't win the FA Cup, they don't win the League Cup, so be it. At the end of the day, their focus is on the Conference League and in the top 4.
Yeah, but
And
that's
if
not.
you do-
Actually,
and if-
you know
and
what?
if you
I
do
agree
that,
with him.
You lost me.
and if you do that, you have a relatively good season. That's the honest truth.
I kind of agree to it. Like I guess the objective
We
was
threw
to
away
reach top
both
4.
cups still. Sorry, but go on.
Yeah, no, I
didn't
guess
throw
it
away
could be
both
like
cups.
the way that you
You
went
got
out
robbed
and the
yourself.
way that you played. I get that.
We
Like
put
you
a
could be
Conference League
disappointed.
squad out against Newcastle. Sorry again, Sheik.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries. But yeah, this is just me. I agree with Egal. I feel like from what I've heard, the main objective was top 4 and Conference League, which technically you are still both in. So yeah, there are some concerning signs and stuff right now, but I get it's not like what do you say? It's not head loss currently because you're not out of those
And I
two
can't
objectives
cook
that.
Lewis. You can't
Why
cook
not?
Lewis. He's not one of the Chelsea fans who said that Levi Colwell is the next John Terry. He's not the one who said that they're gonna be in a title race. He's not the one that said their attack is the best in the league. He's not the one that said, what do you call it? You did say you have amazing squad depth, so you can hold that. But the rest
Cool.
but the rest of your fan base, went a little bit too far with the hyping to the point where people were telling me, man for man, Chelsea's as good as Arsenal. We should be finishing around where you finished this season. Like,
No, I don't think Lewis said that. Lewis only
No,
disrespected Liverpool.
I said Arsenal's defense was too good for us to have that sort of conversation. We aren't there yet.
yeah.
Lewis
And the
only
goalkeeper.
disrespected Liverpool in August. That's it.
Huh?
I know.
All
you
I did was the Zubimendi stuff. Come on, man.
I've forgiven you, so now you need me in it. So
You still hate
No,
No,
watching
you're
Zubimendi?
doing it anyway, man.
stop
yours,
it,
Trophy.
stop it. You know you need me. Let's
Sam
go.
watches more Zubimendi games than Real Sociedad fans.
No, I only watched 2 games and he lost both. 1-4-1, 1-3.
You encouraged him. Oh my god.
You know my first ever Zubimendi hate watch Lazio. They're 3-0 down at halftime with a player sent off and Zubimendi gets hooked. Imagine all this happens in the first fucking game. That's the
Generational
most.
hate
I think I have recorded the most successful hate watch in YouTube history.
Highest
My whole
conversion rate.
Yeah,
bro,
you-
listen
Yo,
to
one
this.
second.
My whole point, the whole point of the hate watch is let me hate on the Zubimendi guy. They're 3-0 down to Lazio. Player sent off, and Zubimendi gets hooked all in 45 minutes. Like there is nothing like it. This is the biggest W hate watch ever,
Yo.
like in history.
Hussam,
That's the funniest thing.
the chat, since they don't like me today, if anyone puts 60 pounds
Today?
if anyone puts a 60-pound super chat, I'll keep my mouth shut until spoken to. Go ahead. I dare you.
60-pound super chat. Oh, 60
Let's see.
pound.
Someone
I'll be
will do
honest.
it.
Ain't,
If you guys
there's
wanna
no
mute
amount of
me,
money that you
that's
can
one
give
way
Hissam
they
that
do.
would shut me up.
Someone will do it. Someone will do it. For
Let's
sure.
see. Let's
Okay,
see.
that's
These people have these guys
$75
don't want to
for
talk
US
shit. No one's gonna put their money where their mouth is.
So he'll only speak when spoken to. Okay, fair enough. Damn. Okay, that's.
I'll be
£75.
honest. I would
That's 60
never shut up for anyone else giving someone else money. What is that?
Yeah, fair enough. The reason why VAR was not in the use to the third and the fourth round is you have to use every game. You can't pick and choose where VAR is. 75, Ed. Thing is with this conversation regarding VAR, I think Mike brought it up on Friday. He was like, surely the Premier League have fucking enough money to give like even the non-Premier League clubs VAR for a fucking game. Like, are you guys like all the money that the Premier League makes? And you couldn't afford to give like a couple of championship clubs screens for 90 minutes. And once and for all, we all understand now that it's not VAR that's the problem. It's the people running fucking VAR that's the problem. Because this guy, despite he was only being sarcastic, it's true. The goal would have been ruled off if there was VAR. Actually, like whether we like it or not, VAR would have ruled off that goal. So that's the thing. Like
Same thing for
Fucking
us
robbed.
too. Our winner as well against Fulham.
Anton
Fulham,
said,
sorry, Leicester. My
Egal's
bad.
sulking. Just be gracious, bro.
I'm not sulking. I'm smiling.
I think you tried to little bro Chelsea, but it bypassed everyone, but didn't bypass me because I know you're
No, it wasn't little bro. It's their objectives, mate. They're still having a good season.
Sadly,
You-
that's
you-
the way they're trying to move, dude. Oh no, they've been bare indecisive as to whether we want top four or not. But fuck off, go get top four or get those sporting directors out. And if the new sporting director don't want the manager we've got, get rid of him too. Here's what it is.
You know what my conspiracy theory is on Chelsea? You guys have spent a lot of money. You want to see a return on investment this season without spending any more. And that's my theory based on
I don't
what
know.
I
They
see.
were willing to spend like 50, 60 on fucking Garnacho.
But that's my theory. A lot of clubs.
Imagine that went
a lot
through.
of clubs just want to
Imagine.
see
Oh my
their
god.
Lewis,
return on
meet soon in
investment
the
before
summer,
they-
maybe.
Garnacho off the
start
bench in that Brighton game, I would have
Meet
left
again in the
early.
summer. Meet again.
No,
in
but
the
is
summer,
that
hopefully.
wild to say
No,
that they
no,
want to
the
see their return on
period,
investment
brother,
this
man.
season
You gotta pick up our calls, man.
before they
You gotta
go
pick up our
crazy and
calls.
spend more again in the summer?
Huh?
Is it not crazy to say they're like, yo, forget this January window. Let's see what these guys can do with what we've given them, and we'll go again next summer.
No, I don't even think it's that crazy to say. It's just they'll say one thing, they're focusing mainly on outgoings, and then in the next it's like, let's ponder over Garnacho for 3 weeks. Just
But you
bare
know
indecisive.
something? I see this with the Arsenal fan base. I see this with Liverpool, Man United. You do realize there's news cycles. On Monday, it's good news. On Friday, it's bad news. It's just how it works, bro.
Oh, we just had bad news. I
Thing
hear
is with this Maresca conversation, I hear where some Chelsea fans are coming from because of the domestic cup thing, and like the way you got knocked out as well matters. But I don't know, man. Like,
I
surely-
feel like some Chelsea fans are waiting for Maresca to like mess up so that they can bring that narrative of things aren't different from Poch. That's what I think.
Oh, they are. The amount of Poch
100%.
revisionism I've seen this weekend
Yeah.
genuinely drove me nuts. Like, I got to a point where I was like, let me just come off the app for a couple hours.
No,
These
but
are
if
too
it
many
bothers you, you're the problem. Why do you care?
How's it me that's the problem? I don't like
If it
Tottenham
bothers
fans
you,
are
I'm
still
not
singing. Tottenham fans are still singing for
sorry,
him, by the
forget, I
way.
won't
Oh
ask.
my god. Oh my god.
Forget.
W is in the
Ed.
chat for Ed. I didn't even say
Oh
shit.
my
He
God.
does the one that unleashed
Yeah,
that
I
thing.
told
innit?
you
It wasn't
someone
me.
would do it. I told you someone would do it.
Fair enough, Ed. Fair enough, Ed.
W
W is
Ed.
in the chat, I guess, for Ed. Big up to you, Ed. Appreciate you, my brother. Okay.
Is there any super
Ed-
chats referencing me,
man,
by the way?
Egal.
Because I got a
Unlucky, bro.
bounce.
no, that
Nah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
big
all
up
right.
to you guys. Big up to you.
All right,
Lewis.
big up everybody. See you next week. We better be back after a win.
Big up,
Up the
Lewis.
Chelsea. Bless up.
Hey, big up Ed W. Ed. He actually dropped it. Wow, I didn't think he'd drop it. Fair enough. When all our teams are playing this weekend, a certain team was vacationing with aristocrats. You don't know what's funny? Footy Judge Mo earlier on tried to claim it was preparation when they were fucking playing volleyball on the beach. I'm like, how the fuck does that prepare them for Leicester away this Saturday? I don't fucking know. Like, how does them being in an all-inclusive, Burj Al Arab hotel in Dubai and stuff prepare them for, oh my God, Leicester this Saturday? It makes no sense. I can't wait for Netflix and Ancient Aliens to do an episode on Arsenal fans. That's actually a good one, Fonzie. I can't lie to you. And that's actually a good one, Fonzie. I can't lie to you. Yeah, I mean, he offered it himself. I didn't say nothing. He offered it. Did I? Wallahi, I didn't ask him to do anything. He said it by himself. And to be fair, Ed, you delivered. It's like, put your money where your mouth is. Then fair enough.
Yeah,
You
Egal,
did it.
why did you do that? You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
Yeah, he can't speak now, innit? Unfortunately.
You tested the power of the chat, man. Don't ever do that. Don't ever test
Yeah,
the
don't
power
ever
of the
test
chat.
the power of the chat. I actually do
Yeah.
agree with that narrative. The power of the
Yo,
chat.
what power of the chat? What kind of weak shit is that? Power of the chat? They chat
Speaking
shit
of-
all the time.
Yeah, as
Speaking
weak as
of-
Spurs against Villa yesterday. It is
Big
well.
up to Touchline Tales, who says, Sam, you're a fraud. With all your injuries, we're
You
back when
talk-
you fell off last season, March 17th. That's when the drop off.
I'm still in the FA Cup.
Everybody checked it up.
Yeah, but
once
we're about
again,
to go. We're about to jump you in the table.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Touchline Tales, you are missing the point completely. I never used it as an excuse. I said Liverpool were bottle jobs last year. I'm asking for your fan base to do the same thing. And when you tell me we only won the league because we're healthy, the reality of the situation is you were healthy for 2 years and won fuck all. Not even a Carabao Cup, not even an FA Cup, not even a Europa League. That you got knocked out by an Ugarte screamer from fucking 70 yards. That's
Shout
not
out
my
Ugarte.
fault. You get me? Appreciate you though. Big up to you, Ed. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up to all of you guys, man. Appreciate you all. And speaking of getting knocked out, speaking of absolutely stinking, Tottenham Hotspur, final topic of the day. Hello, Mr. Jacob. Hello,
Save the
Mr.
best for last, huh?
United Spurs of America. Actually, I would have went to you second, but because Lewis had to go, I couldn't let him
Save the
get away
best for
with it.
last. I got you. I understand.
Okay, I saved the best for last. Happy now? Can you tell me why you suck, though? Go ahead.
Same reason why you can't beat fucking Plymouth Argyle when you have a fucking rotated team like that. I
We've
want to
done
see
the
you.
Liverpool
I want to
section
see
already.
you do that. I want to
This is
see
the
you do that for
Spurs
2.5
section.
months and then talk to me about why do you suck or why don't you get the result that you're supposed to get? Because we have fucking two 17-year-olds, an 18-year-old, one 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, and those are some of our best players that have been actually playing for the badge. So. Look, bounced out of 2 competitions in 4 days feels like shit, but you know what? Europa's still on because when we lost to Liverpool, the treble was over. I said the double was on. Well, then we lost to Villa, so the double's off. But I'm gonna say that the single is on. We are still
this?
alive in Europa.
Oh my God, you're so shameless.
We're alive.
Do you
We're
think that's what
alive.
they're waiting for? Because I
We're
feel like
alive.
they're going to sack Ange. It's sooner or later. It's getting bad. As much I don't like. I like.
I don't
Ange,
think
this
he's
is what I
gonna
would
get
say.
sacked until the summer. If you're gonna sack him, I think you wait till the summer. Personally.
Fair enough. I think they're maybe just waiting until he's out of all competitions that you could potentially try to win.
Well, someone told me yesterday if everyone else loses all the rest of theirs and we win all the rest of ours, we still have a chance at that lucrative spot up there. But I've already ruled it out. I'm comfortable with the road to 40 at this point. Just give me I'll take 15th and a Europa trophy. It's still more European heritage than Arsenal, even with or without that trophy, so they can hold that. And to be in Champions League while potentially almost playing in the championship, I think you'll never sing it, but I will.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna win Europa League. You're just not. You know.
Oh, I thought you meant like we're not going to get relegated, because technically, to get 40 points, we only need to win 5 of the next 14. So ostensibly, we could lose 9 and still be okay. We can lose 9 more Premier League matches and still be all right.
Actually, I also want to say Son is finished. I think he's finished as a player. Son, I'm not gonna lie. That chance that he missed as a captain as well, absolutely crazy. That brings Spurs back into the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. Mikey Moore should have had an assist, and Mikey Moore got subbed at halftime like he was a part of the problem for fucking Baluma. Excuse me. I don't need a laughing gas midfielder. I'd rather have a 17-year-old who's hungry and wants to fight. I don't need my Basuma. His cognitive dissonance and his just, I swear he get high before a game. Like, I don't know what else there is to it. He acts like a dumbass. And it's like, bro, I mean, the gas must be better in London than it is in Brighton, because this motherfucking fall off needs to be studied. My dumbass bought a number 38 Basuma shirt when we first signed him, because I actually thought we were signing a baller. And there was those glimpses underage. It was the first 9 games. It wasn't 10 last season for Basuma. It was 9, because after he got sent off versus Luton, it was like, well, that was stupid. And then it's just been shit since. And, you know, I'm sure the laughing gas stock is up in London right now. Their sales are through the roof right now. Congratulations, you fucking idiot. What were we talking about?
But you know you're not winning.
Shout out
Europa
Mikey
League.
Moore. That's what it was. Yeah, shout out
So
Mikey
they
Moore.
go from here.
I heard loud Levy out chants during the game too. That's one thing I don't get. It's like online that I see a lot on Twitter. It's always energy towards Ange, where it's like match going fans, or it's more energy towards like Levy,
Well, some of the
Allner,
match going
and stuff.
fans were singing for Mauricio Pochettino yesterday as well.
Oh,
Which 12 months ago they were saying you can have your Pochettinos, your Contes and Marinos. I'm loving Big Ange, and now they're like, he's magic, you know, baby. Like I told you, bro, these hotel chair merchants, they just never stop. They never want to get out of that chair. They never want to participate in the act that's in front of them. They just want to sit there and complain about what they're watching. And I get it. Like, to each their own, right? I'm not trying to kink shame, but you'll never catch me in that fucking hotel chair, I'll tell you that much. Because I am my own man. I grew up as my own man. And I'm not going to sit by while the world just gets to fucking, all right? I'm going to get to fucking. So that's what I would say to Spurs fans. Mauricio Pochettino, to me, also reminds me of, like, your grandma that died when you were a kid, all right? It's time to get over it. Don't use it as an excuse. Grandma's dead, all right? Move on. Move the fuck on. We're still like, oh, well, if grandma wasn't walking in the middle of the street with all them groceries, she'd still be here. She ain't, though. She ain't, though. And what did we do for grandma? We put her in the middle of the street. We watched her get hit by the car. And then we're sitting there crying about it.
oh my goodness! Shout out to all the grandmas out there as well, by the way.
Bro, shout out all the grandmas, man.
Yeah, shout out to
For
all
real.
the grandmas.
I love me some grandmas. Not like Wayne Rooney loves grandmas, but you
Hey,
know
yo.
what I mean.
Are you sure she's not hearing you in the other room? Because you're gonna get in trouble for that.
I ain't gonna get in trouble. She knows I ain't into that old wrinkly. Come on now. No, it's just my point of, like, Spurs fans need to move on. They're so lost in the desert right now that they don't know north from south. They don't know their own ass from the other ass that they're grabbing in front of them. And that's why they're singing for Mauricio Pochettino. That's why they're like, oh, I remember I fit into this shirt back when Poch was here and my wife hadn't left me yet and my kids still liked me back when Poch was here. I want Poch back. Life was good then. It's like, you fucking, what is wrong with you? Could you just, like, take any inkling of, like, your self-worth and move on? To me, it's like we all got those friends, right? That, like, cheated on a girl and then they're crying that they broke up with them. And it's like, you didn't do good to Poch. We didn't treat Poch right. These motherfuckers were asking for Poch to get sacked at the end of his tenure because he can't get us over the line. He can't do this. He can't do that. Get him out of here. Oh, we got Jose Mourinho. Now get Jose out of here. It's the same fucking cycle over and over. And it's like, it's like that meme where that dude's looking in the mirror and he's just like who did all that bad stuff and making my life shit? And it's like, you did. Look in the mirror. So Spurs fans are just as bad as Daniel Levy as far as I'm concerned. because they pay the man. The same people who are crying about Daniel Levy are the same ones who fucking can't wait to queue up that $3,000 payment for my season tickets. Can't wait to get cheese and beer that fills up from the bottom. And I mean, shit, when I pull up in London, I'll be in the F1 cars. Shit, I'll be doing donuts. I'm gonna walk around the rim of that thing. You already know. But my point is, like, I'm not gonna do those things and then be like, yeah, fuck off, Levy. I just got him a new fucking potted vase for his begonias. What are we talking about? I'm funding this man for him to thrive, but then you want to complain about him. It's really strange to me. Like, I don't drink Starbucks. Fuck Starbucks. There's certain brands I don't fuck with anymore because they're pieces of shit. Why would I fund them if I think they're pieces of shit? These are Spurs fans. I hate you, Levy, but here's $3,000. Give me my beer, give me my cheese, and Levy out. But as soon as they see Levy, they'll hug a motherfucker. They'll kiss that old waxed bald head of his. It's just the hypocrisy, the ludicrousy. These motherfuckers are lost. Like, since I've been a Tottenham fan, we haven't won a trophy. So, and I think it was like 3 years prior, when I became a fan that we actually won that Carling Cup. And since then, like, what have we even done? We've gotten close, but then they're still like, oh yeah, but Poch, he made us relevant. But if the aim of the game is to fucking win, did he do that? Well, sometimes. But did he do it when we needed it? Well, it's just, there's always an excuse, right? Always a fucking excuse. Anyway, Levy out. Ainge isn't the problem. Sure, he is a problem. I didn't like some of the shit he did yesterday. Why was Matthias Tell not through the middle? Here's the part about the game that you were waiting for, Sam. Why was Matthias Tell not through the middle and Son off the left? Instead, it was Son through the middle and Tell on the left. And then Mikey Moore, you sub him after 45 minutes. Why? What is wrong with you? That is the English Lamine Yamal. Have some damn respect. All right? And then Jed Spence is a guy who's... What do you say? Leader of the Happy Clappers. Chills.
Hotspur Hippie is a cool guy. I know he works with Jacob and stuff. I don't think he's the leader of the Happy Clappers. I think the reason why they're like...
No, they say me and him are in a cult. We're Happy Clappers. They've invented a new gender that apparently we're attracted to. Now we're Ainge sexuals. It's whatever they can to try and bring us down. But I'll tell you this much. Ain't nothing sadder than a fucking 5-foot bald dude living in the UK. I'll just put it that way.
I'll tell you this right now. I actually invented the term Happy Clapper. Everyone knows who I was referring to. I said Happy Clapper.
Yeah, and I invented the fucking wagon wheel.
You get me? I was the one that invented that term, and it was towards Liverpool fans last season who just clapped us up, after we lost and all this type of stuff. And I don't think Jacob is a happy clapper. I think Jacob is upset at his club. But Jacob, obviously, because he's been talking about cocks, like sexual activities, everything for that 18 minutes, and he spoke for 30 seconds about the game. However, when it comes to the problems at Spurs, I still don't think that sacking Ange solves anything at Tottenham Hotspur at all.
Same.
And I actually still stick by that opinion. They get rid of Ange. They might have happiness for 5-6 games, or new manager bounce and all that shit. Like, is that you get what I'm saying? Like, new manager bounce for 5-6 games. They get a couple of good results here, a couple of good results there, and that's it. After that, shit.
You ever seen that movie? You ever seen that movie Crank with Jason Statham?
Yes.
Where he's like dead, but he has to keep like getting adrenaline or else he dies. That's Tottenham. We're like, we're gonna die. New manager. Oh yeah, all right, we're okay. And then I'm gonna die. New manager. And it's just, bro, just die. How about that? Let's fast forward to the end of the movie.
Yeah, like because there is no point. Like, oh, this is the worst manager I've ever seen at Spurs and all this. Guys, like, with all due respect,
there's fake accounts. There's people that create fake accounts that say, I've been a fan for 45 years. This is the worst Tottenham Hotspur I've ever seen. And it's like, you're 16 years old and you're on your grandma's fucking YouTube account. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Spurs have had a lot worse teams as well. Like, they've had teams that finished 15th, finished like...
We got fucking... We actually got relegated, but apparently this is worse.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like
Like
that's
you
what I'm
could
saying.
you could bring in a different manager. I think I mentioned this on like another one of Hassam's shows. You can bring in a different manager who technically will do a better job than what Spurs are doing right now. But then technically doing a better job is like they could be in 14th, they could be in 10th, they could be in 9th, they could be in 8th. The question, and I think the issue that like I have with Spurs is the mentality from the people upstairs. It's not about whether things could be better than just what they are right now. It's about actually competing. And that is the biggest thing, is that there's no doubt that they could get a manager who could do better than what Ange is currently doing right now, them being 15th out of all these different cup competitions. But the real concern is that can they get a manager? Can they actually be competent enough to do the right things in terms of getting Spurs to be part of a conversation of, you know, teams that do compete in this league? And I think that's
Yeah,
the biggest thing.
Shik.
Yeah.
If you may not remember this, and it's a shame on the Spurs fans who often forget that, yes, we wear white, but we're not Real Madrid. And Ange Postecoglou was not our first option. He was our fourth option. We had been turned down by 3 other dudes. One
are
of
they?
which,
Name them.
Ten
Name
Hag
them.
was interviewed.
one was
Ten
a
Hag
bald
named
little bitch who played for some shit called Feyenoord and Eredivisie. He's like, no, I love the Nederlands too much. They have legal weed, and I get it. You're a bald bozo. Of course you want that legal bush. But yeah, so he basically, you know, Arne Slot used us to get a pay raise at Feyenoord, and then he goes to Liverpool the next year. So, like, you can't say that he did the wrong thing. I'm just going to talk shit because I have nothing else. And then there was
I actually
also
don't
the
know
one
who
that
else they are,
the
though.
tight pants
Who actually
motherfucker,
are those things? I don't
Nagelsmann.
even know.
Nagelsmann. It was
Yes.
It was first we went to Slut. He said no. Then no, it was Nagelsmann, then Slut, and then it was what's his name? It was some fucking white guy. Is all I remember. And I was like,
I know Ten Hag
and
was
then it was
interviewed, but you rejected Ten
no.
Hag.
That was
Yeah.
during that was before Nuno. That Ten
That
Hag.
was-
Oh, that was
Conte.
before.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
Conte.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad, my bad. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but we ended up at Ange Postecoglou. When I first heard, I said, "Who the fuck is this guy? What is Celtic? I can't watch that in America. What the fuck is that? You know, Rangers, Queens Park Rangers. I don't know." And so we don't watch. I don't know anything about Scotland other than fucking Braveheart. Which hell yeah, you can sleep in your beds tonight, or you can fight for freedom. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, Ange Postecoglou, let's do it." And these pussies are like, oh, is this what battle feels like? It's uncomfortable. I'm sweaty. My knees are itchy from, I'm not even going to say it, but I'm saying that these Spurs fans are afraid of a little uncomfortability in the sense of growth. And like, I get it. The results are shit, but like contextually, it's not entirely on Ainge. Ainge has not been perfect, and he hasn't draped himself in glory along the way. Let's not get it twisted. But because I don't sit there and go, win, Ainge, win, oh, win, because I don't do that all fucking day like a miserable, bald 5-foot cunt from UK, you know, they say, oh, he's a happy clapper. Oh, he's in a cult, and he's sexual for Ainge. When really, I think people just want me. They want to think of me in some weird light, and like, that's fine. I get it. I'm on YouTube, and you click on the video and like you listen, and then you say, oh, these fans know nothing who talk like that, and they say this, and it's like they actually say, if you believe in Ainge, if you still support Ainge Postecoglou, you are a detriment to the club. And I'm like, bro, you're a detriment to the earth, breathing air, releasing emissions from your asshole and your mouth at the same damn time. So, you know, it's all to each their own. It's all relative what you're okay with. But for me, Ainge isn't the entire problem. He's not perfect. But again, he wasn't our first choice. We are where we are because of the mishandling of the first team, of the managerial position. Think about it. If you're a manager that has any slight ambition for yourself, you're looking at Tottenham and say, well, I saw what they did to Jose and Conte and Nuno, who Nuno's now, you know, competing for top 4. But it's interesting. Motherfuckers couldn't wait to get him out too. I wasn't one of the Nuno out either. I wasn't necessarily pissed when he got sacked, but I wasn't like, get him out of here. I was like, bro, we are broken. And at some point, we've got to just get up out of the mud. And what has happened is we've been rolling around in this fucking mud so much that now when we get up, it's uncomfortable. The mud starts hardening on our skin, and we're like, I don't like that. And let's lay back down in the mud where it's nice and comfortable. Go back to Ponch. Give me Ponch again. He's so magical. All we did was lose finals.
You wouldn't take Poch back because he managed Chelsea, or you think he wouldn't?
I
go
wouldn't
back to-
take Poch back because once my past is in the past, I leave it there. I don't fucking remember when I was happier then. I was thinner. I had less gray hair. It was so much better. It's like, shut up.
Taking
Shut
Poch
up.
back is taking Poch back is again what I was basically saying. Things will be better. However, things are not going to be what they wanted to be as a club and where they need to be as a club. And that's the overall issue. Like the next manager is probably going to have the same issue at Spurs, to be honest. Like I said.
This is the thing. The only difference between Ainge and Jose, Conte, Nuno, Poch is that we have stuck by him in this really tumultuous period, which tells me that maybe the club is trying to do something different. I don't have faith that we will successfully do it different, but the fact that he hasn't been sacked yet, to me, is one of those, like, okay, they are acting a little different. Yes, they've spent money, but it's never money in like a... Bro, 120 million on Richarlison and Brendan Johnson. Who the fuck tells me that's backing anything? I mean, Richarlison was for Conte. So if you're saying that Ainge wanted these players, you're telling me Conte wanted Richarlison. And I don't believe it. I don't buy it. This club continually does whatever the fuck it wants, regardless of who the manager is.
Let me just say this. The way that they spend money. What is it? I thought you can't say something.
I think he was just waving at the chat. They said blink if you are alive.
Type in the private chat because Ed paid his money, so I don't know what you want. Just type it in the private chat. So I understand.
Someone in the chat said like blink twice if he's still there. I think he was responding to that.
Yeah. Oh, he just blinked twice. Okay, fair enough. Thing is with Spurs is, by the way, I noticed this. They do actually spend money, but they spend money stupidly, and I think this is the issue that they have. I think if I was like in charge at Spurs of like spending the money, I could have given them a better transfer window with a lot more options. Because I think there were a lot of, like, the last summer just gone now, it was a buyer's window. Like, there was a lot of, like, players that they could have bought to make them better, to get them better. Like, I'll give you a prime example. Sorry. The money that they spent on Solanke versus the money that they spent on Richarlison. Same money. One transfer completely worth it, the other not. And Jacob will know this and he'll vouch. At the start of the season, even when Solanke wasn't scoring, I was still defending him because you could tell he's doing a lot on the pitch. You could tell he's linking up play. You could tell he's playing with his wingers. He's creating space. He's doing a lot of good for Spurs. And that's why I never really criticize him for the Solanke transfer. But then you look at the Richarlison transfer and you're like, what the hell? Brennan Johnson, I know he's had moments, but not 48 million worth level of moments. Like, that's the problem. I think
if Ainge is a problem, let's put into context the fact that he had a front line of Timo Werner, Brennan Johnson, and Dominic Solanke having the most goals in the Premier League. All right?
Who's the guy that you mentioned from Aston Villa? You keep mentioning his name. Noah Lang, is it, or something?
Oh, Johan Lange, the guy that Aston Villa, remember when they were fighting relegation? They got rid of Johan Lange. Now they're in Champions League. We bring in Johan Lange. We were in Champions League. Now we're fighting relegation. You can't tell me that's not a match.
Is that your sporting director now?
That's the guy who's like, hey, who wants to get, hey, Matthias, you want to join us? And he's like, fucking clown, get the fuck off my phone. And you know what it needed? You know what he needed on the phone? Hello, mate. It's me, Ainge Postecoglou. You gonna fucking play for Tottenham, mate? Crikey, that's not a knife. And then he showed him what a real knife looked like. Oh, I'm just saying, you get Ainge Postecoglou on the phone with anybody, they're on the next flight out. So hide your kids, hide your wife, because they all gonna join Ainge Postecoglou army.
And
yeah, Egal, I'm looking at you too. I
know
know you got a kid. He'd listen to Ainge talk on the phone 1 second. He'd say, Dada.
Yeah, I don't know what's the best thing about that. Egal can't even say shit back.
You can't say anything,
Yeah,
That's
let me
crazy.
just read the super chat before we wrap up, my lovely people. Ryan, why did you send the same exact super chat twice? Oh no, you didn't. You didn't. Fucking hell. Okay, he's saying he will let you respond to Rere because he mentioned you. Okay, perfect. Big up to all of you guys first and foremost. I think we have broken records today. Okay. Number one, it's the longest someone went talking about the football game without mentioning the actual football. Number two, it's the longest Egal has ever gone without speaking on a stream in his life. He has never gotten this long without speaking in his life. You get me? And yeah, this has been a fucking elite show, to be honest with you guys. So make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Please do get involved in the chat. Let us know your opinions. Come on, this is so much entertainment, I swear. I could watch the stream back and laugh my ass off. I really need to rewatch Jacob's monologue. I'm fully gonna just sit down at 3 a.m. just watch Jacob's monologue.
You know how bad it's getting? I do streams, and when they're over, I'm like, I don't remember anything I said.
This reminds me of us 3 years ago when we were like 12th, 10th. And I lost my shit. Time is a flat circle for Tottenham, is what ELCL is saying. Yeah, I hear you, mate. Arteta
Time
would be
is
so
not
much better.
flat. Time is 4-dimensional, but we can move from that.
Arteta would be so much better coaching Spurs. Do you agree with that?
What? No. Last thing we need is more weird shit. This the fucking light bulb, guys. Turn the fucking light on. That man's busy in Dubai gobbling
do
some
the
man's
impression of
meat.
the
I
light
don't
bulb?
need that guy around my
Do the
club. Come
impression of
on.
the light bulb, please, because no one does it like you.
Is the fucking light?
Come on, guys.
Fucking light bulb.
Come on,
How do you
guys.
say it?
Come on,
Let's
guys.
fucking
Come on,
go,
guys.
guys.
Come on, guys. Let's
Turn the
fucking go,
fucking
guys.
light bulb on, guys.
I will not
Fucking
accept
light
these
bulb.
fucking standards, guys.
It's
I
a
will not
disgrace.
accept these fucking standards, guys.
It's
Come on,
a
guys.
disgrace.
Oh my god, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm fully gonna buy a light bulb. I swear, I'm gonna just buy a light bulb. I'm next is the fucking light bulb, guys. Every
Come
time
on,
I do,
guys.
every
Let's
time I
fucking
do an
go, guys.
Arsenal hate watch, you know, and then one nil down, I just bring up the light bulb, you know, as the fucking light bulb, guys.
You be
Come
like
on,
the
guys.
bulb
Why are you
with the
fucking
energy.
Come on,
begging?
guys.
Why are you begging it? Why are you begging it in the chat? Why? You're literally
Who?
Arteta out. Don't beg it, mate. You fucking
Shout out
farmer.
TJ. Big ups to TJ.
No, why you shout at TJ? Why shout at TJ? Take that.
TJ
out.
goes
Big up
whichever way
TJ,
the
man.
wind flows. You know that, right?
I-
Come
Yeah,
on.
this guy
Shout out
just
TJ.
goes
He's
with
like,
the-
oh,
Yeah.
Arsenal fans are saying Arteta out, guys. I'm Arteta out too, guys.
Yeah, he just follows like whatever the hell is like, you know, popular.
Oh,
in the
Arteta's, yeah. And then when they were doing good, he's like, well, you can't say that Arteta's not cooking. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's cooking.
He's like the
Oh my
Mickey
God.
Mouse, bro. He's just, everything's, uh-huh.
Let
Come
me
on,
go,
guys.
let me go pick all the broccolis in my farm. Don, can you do the same to Hamza that Egal has done? You mean like shut him up? Good luck shutting Hamza up, mate. I don't think there's a price tag on that because that's an impossible challenge right there. So yeah, appreciate you though. Appreciate you. Big up to Omar who says, Jacob, don't you think Tottenham can win the championship?
No, we have a chance of getting into the playoffs, though. Which I would imagine that would be Levy's end goal if we were to go to the championship, because I've heard it is the most lucrative one-game competition or two-game competition that you can win, because it makes you a lot of money to win the playoffs in the championship. So that would be our new goal. However, we'd probably end up losing to fucking Barrington Road or Accrington United, Accrington, or Hertfordshire United, or whatever the fuck they got over there.
Actually, TJ, it's called Hussam. You just lost to Plymouth, not you just lose to Plymouth.
Bro, this
I can't
guy
believe-
doesn't even speak English as his
He don't
first
even
language,
speak
and he's
English.
correcting a white man from Missouri.
Yeah, English is my second language. I'm correcting. Oh, now you correct yourself. How about you go
Yeah.
fuck yourself instead?
That's
Yeah,
that
nice.
Kansas education for you.
Yeah, exactly. Stick to planting vegetables, mate.
Stick to
Rivals take
cornfields.
slot. I love how me and Jacob just come together for one thing, and that's just cooking.
Cooking
We're
TJ.
just
yeah.
shouting each other the whole
Farmers.
stream, and then TJ walks in, and Jacob, me and Jacob are like, "Fuck all this rivalry. Let's cook his ass again." Hey, hold that, mate. Hold that, you fucking loser. How about you go record a song? How about you go plant a vegetable, mate? Stick to hockey, mate. Leave football out of this. You just follow what's trendy, TJ, you fucking fraud. Big up
Colorado
to,
Avalanche, y'all.
Rival saying Slot is doing all of this because Salah are dumb. He's won games without him. This is the best we've seen Salah in terms of output. Slot is getting more out of him than has in the last few years.
Why'd you censor
Ryan?
Klopp?
Oh, Ryan.
In
man.
the first season of Jurgen Klopp, Mohamed Salah broke the goals record in the fucking English Premier League. He
the
broke
thing
the
is, like-
whole ass record. The reason why Salah is playing so good this season, you wanna know why? Of course, look. He ran away. Hold that, mate. Never come for my guy, Jacob. Never ever come for my guy, Jacob. I'm gonna cook your ass next time. Fraud. How about you go plant some vegetables in your garden, huh? And then record a song after about how you planted vegetables in your garden.
My tractor don't love me no more. Somebody pour me a new beer.
Oh my God, let's go. Let's
Took
go.
my
man.
baby to McDonald's. I can do this all day. Cooking TJ's like fucking walking on a treadmill. She's just got to fucking do it, you know? It's real simple.
Hey, all along TJ was the real Trevor Phillips. We just didn't fucking know it.
That's
bro.
crazy. That's crazy. You guys should
Hey,
do a
TJ,
show together, though.
I have a picture of you, TJ. Here comes TJ. Hey.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I can't do this. I can't do this. Hey, send them go to work, Habibi. Go to work. Khalas. You came here trying to cook and then you just got sauteed. Just go back to work, Habibi. Go
Bro,
back to
just
work.
he's slowly just turning the volume off on the stream. You know, the little slider. He's like just slowly sliding it down as we're like.
Oh my God, man. Big up to you, Ray Ray. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Oh, that was hilarious from Jacob. Final super chat of the day. W's in the chat for Ray Ray on Real, obviously, because he dropped in the 40 piece today. Big up to Ray Ray. Ed has allowed you to respond to this, Egal, so you can respond. Rai was like, Egal said we'd fall off after Klopp left. Slot does well, and it's the team he inherited. Hypocrites. Slot has improved us from the tactical, inept football Klopp had us in the last 2 years.
Well, first of all, you haven't won yet. First of all, let me just say that. First of all, you haven't won yet. Second, like this is the same guy who I'm pretty sure I saw him on another channel saying Arsenal were going to win the league title last week. So,
Oh,
yeah,
which other channel? Back again?
Okay.
Back up blood.
yeah, probably. I don't even remember, but it was probably one of those channels.
The honest truth is, both
Oh,
can be
look who
right.
it is.
Oh, Egal.
It's like
And
Rodri
Vator's back as
returning
well.
right before the stream's over.
Both can be right. Both can be right. By the way, you guys let Jacob off the hook with a lot of ridiculous takes. But yeah, that was
Ridiculous?
no
You
doubt
mean
about
truth
it.
speaking? Don't dare. I'm in a cult, bro. We'll come for you.
Bro, you
We'll find
compared your
you.
whole fan base to Cox, and then you said you like to fuck. That's weird, bro.
Yeah, I said get out of the chair and do the fucking yourself. That's what. It's not weird. It's like motivational. Everyone gets motivated differently.
You could have used a more subtle analogy. That was a crazy.
I don't
analogy.
care for subtlety. I'm not.
As
I'm not part of the
for-
Queen's
okay,
salad fork merchant.
One
Like
second.
I got a soup spoon and a ladle for the other soup
Bro,
and
let me
a fork
respect
for the
Ed's super
salad.
chat. Let me stay on topic, okay? As for what Rayan's saying, Arnie Slot is doing what no one expected. I don't think even some Liverpool fans did not expect you to change all your backroom staff. I mean, not your back, all the managers, all the assistant coaches, everything, and for them to come in and immediately have you competing for the league and looking this good right now. I don't think anyone expected that. As for the second part, yes, he has. He's improved guys like Ryan Gravenberch, made him one of the best midfielders this season, and probably one of the. If there was a most improved award in the Premier League, he would get it because he's been one of the most improved players this season, and you got to give that down to Arne Slot. But overall, the reason why I still say what I say is because I don't think there's that much of a difference between us and yourselves. It's small margins, and I've already mentioned that earlier in the video. We don't want to go through that again.
There
But
you
yeah,
have.
I don't think anyone's not giving. I think everyone's been giving Arne Slot a lot of flowers, and that's even
Oh,
before
You know,
Yeah, I think you
I'll
have to
give him. I'll give him a
credit. I'll give
flower.
him
He did it.
credit. He's
He
doing
did
very
improve
well.
their away form, specifically at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because Klopp couldn't get a win there on his way out. Anyway, take what I can
Anyway,
get.
guys,
I take what I can
This has
get.
been an absolutely elite stream. You know, this has been. I can't let you. I'm gonna watch the TJ cooking again. The way he just started singing in a southern accent said to me, he just became like a true Texan out of fucking nowhere. Like,
Oh,
he
the
just
country
went
music's
from-
all the same. It's about like your tractor cheated on you, and
Imagine, just imagine. Vel, I know you're watching. Please have the audio of Jacob singing with TJ photoshopped on a tractor in overalls. Please, that's all I want, bro. That's all. And we're gonna have a fucking clip forever, bro. It's gonna be a fucking phenomenon.
Arteta's
Oh,
lawyer's right, bro. If I was in any other country other than this fucked up one that I'm in now, they'd be knocking on my door. But luckily, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Yep. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. Carefully Lewis G in the description. Go subscribe. Vator Games TV in the description. Go subscribe. Egal Talks Football in the description.
Wait, Vader's been here?
United Spurs of America in the description. Yeah, but you know what it is with Vator, right? He's a celebrity. So when you invite him to our show, he's like, I'm sorry, I can only make 45 minutes. I'm sorry, I can only make 35 minutes. I'm sorry, I can only make blah, blah, blah. But like,
But don't
hey,
worry,
guys,
I'll leave my
by the way,
audio
guys,
avatar
the show
up.
is every Monday at 8, and he finds a way to be busy at like 9 p.m. every single time.
To be fair, I think he's like a coach and he's like, you know, very involved in
It's
his
3
family's
p.m.
life, which is a good
It's
thing.
3 p.m. in Toronto, middle of the workday. I do what I can, and he's still ungrateful. Classic Liverpool fan.
No, I'm calling you a celebrity. How's that me being
No,
ungrateful?
no, you were being playful with the.
You know,
celebrity
Vator,
part.
how will you move? I wonder, how will you move when you have like 500k subs or something? How you won't even, you'll block all our numbers. You're just be above us all.
No, not
You're
even
just
close.
so above this peasants doing shows
Hilarious.
like me. I'm
Bro,
a
that's why
peasant.
he keeps that slogan behind him. Those who forget their past compromise their future. He won't forget about us. He'll just talk down to us
He will.
like he does now. So nothing will change.
That's
He's
not true.
condescending like that.
But
Anyway,
I like
guys,
guys, you look up to me, Jacob, because your camera is up there, so you got to look up.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you know, all them moose are north of the border too, so I gotta look up there as well.
Wow.
You'll
you're
be
in South
escaping here
Sudan.
soon.
You got
Mexico's closer, bro. I'm going south.
and he's half Mexican, so it makes sense as well.
Mm.
Anyway. What a fucking stream. Love you all. W's in the chat for all of you in the chat because you cooked with us as well. This is W's to everyone.
Except for De Niro.
Mega
You
the chat.
did the opposite of cooking. You made pot noodle, which I think
Yeah.
which I think is like a negative. So hold that.
W's
This
in the
stream
chat.
getting over to Shik TV, guys, where he's doing the Mud Brothers stream. He got me on redirecting. And we didn't even speak about United. Let him speak about United on his own channel.
There's not much to speak about United, anyways. So,
United robbed Leicester.
You robbed Leicester. Yeah. Anyway, love you all. And yeah, see you guys back tomorrow. By the way, the Copper show is not early tomorrow. Inshallah, it's at 5 p.m. So I'm see you guys at 5 p.m. And then we have Manchester City, Madrid. Come on, City, inshallah. See you guys tomorrow.
Respect to Ed.
Ange
Yeah.
Postecoglou is not a hotel chair guy.
He actually is.
He's not. What are you talking about? You just
Big up TJ Warren.
Well, you
See you
can't,
guys.
yeah,
big
you
up
can't
TJ.
use it.